Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, yeah. And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. I'm feeling
push the button, Pete?
I pushed your button.
Yay!
So, welcome, folks, to Backfire Simsport TV. This is TCR Challenge Cup Season 18. We're in Week 6, and we're at Magny-Cours. We are on the Prix circuit, the only circuit that's uploaded to the iRacing service. I don't know whether there's more configs than this in the real world, but probably. I am Pete Bingham, and I'm joined in the booth with Sir Alan Toon. Good evening.
Good evening, folks. Oh, I'm looking forward to this long race tonight. Lots of excitement, and look at the track map of this place. My word.
It's full of complexity, isn't it? It really is. I've looked at the forecast. It's overcast here in France, but it is not showing any sign of rain yet. Even though there is apparently the percentage chance of it. I don't think it's much of a percentage. I think it was like, because I do it randomly. I just click the button 3 times and that's what they get. If it's 0, it's 0. If it's a percentage, it's a percentage. And I think it was at something like 7.5% or something. So it doesn't look like we're going to get rain at the moment. Certainly there's no rain on the track right now. And the fastest man on track at the moment is Naveed Hussain. He's switched to the Elantra. So
Yes.
he's not on track at the minute, but he is the fastest. He's the only one under 1 minute 48.
So he's changed his car. Was it the free change this week, Pete? Or was a
This is week 6, so yes, we get
yeah?
we
It
get
was the
to
free
change.
changes. So nobody has to lose any points. They can change their cars quite legit, and everybody's happy.
Correct. The other one that changed, I don't know whether he's on track. He is on track. Just give me a sec. It's Jason Kiley Haddington, who's moved into the Honda.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice paint.
It's
Nice
good, isn't it?
paint,
It's usually in
Kiley.
purple, yeah, but I do like the purple and white. I have to say.
Yeah. Well,
but-
this looks a bit.
Let's get a better
fierce.
camera. Better camera. Is
But,
there a better
yeah,
camera?
if
There we go.
Naveed's gone fastest lap in his first week in that car, that's mighty impressive.
It is, yeah. A reminder for everybody watching, and there's a few watching now. Numbers are steadily building. If you are watching a car with an orange number board, black writing, that means they're in the AM class. The developing drivers will describe them as. If we are looking at a number board which is green with white writing, it means they're in the Pro-Am class, like Stefan here, who last week, in a move that shocked me to my core, moved away from the from the Audi.
It's the grid, to be honest, Pete.
I know, what the
Entire
hell?
grid.
It's just unbelievable, isn't it? To the Veloster now, which is
It looks well in it, though, got to
oh
say.
yeah, definitely. He's doing well at the moment. Actually, he's halfway up the grid. And then if you are looking at a car that has the green board but it's got yellow writing, there's nobody to choose at the moment. That means they're a previous champion but they're in Pro-Am. And then the top flight, if we can find somebody like Simon Trendle, for instance, if they've got blue boards and blue window banners, that means they're in the Pro class. If they're yellow writing, like Simon Trendle here, for instance, it means they are an ex-previous champion or the current reigning champion in the form of... no, Stephen was not on track at the moment. If they have white writing, they are not a previous champion, but they are still a pro driver. Right, so we are...
Just a matter of time.
Isn't it? I think for a lot of these guys, it definitely is. Let's have a look at the standings very quickly. We're on the left-hand column until next week. Stephen Walker is in the lead at the moment on 1,091 points, and Simon Trendle is his closest rival on 958. So that championship is very close at the top. Miguel Freitas could easily pounce at any time, Alan.
Yes.
He is lurking with intent in third place.
Yeah, it's a point scoring machine as well when he gets his.
Yes, he is. Yeah, it's terrifying.
So, yeah, you can't write anybody off.
No.
We're only halfway there, aren't we?
We are, absolutely. And Pete Newman and Sam, please round out your top 5. No Spencer in the field yet.
Stephen's been driving well, though, hasn't he?
Oh,
He's had
yeah.
a lot of pace.
Yeah, he's
And really finishing right up there in just about his consistency has been staggering.
and that's what we found on a lot of seasons is consistency makes winners. And you know, Stephen is absolutely proving that. In the Pro-Am category, Kasper Smirnoff is at the top of the table. Look how many points he's got. That's very, very handsome, isn't it, to be 130 odd points, 136 points in the lead over Carl Hardy, who's, well, he's been here from the very start, hasn't he? He's part of the furniture now, and your captain.
Indeed, and having an excellent season. But yes, Martin is also driving really well. In fact, the thing about this is the fact that Casper's got such a big lead is astonishing, because this is so fiercely competitive.
Yes.
This league, they go at it hammers and tongs every week, and how you managed to Casper, it just shows you what a sparkling season he's having.
It is, yeah, definitely. It's lovely to see someone fairly new to our league and performing so well, and such a nice bloke as well. Tony Walker in fourth, and Rene Earhart rounds out the top five for all the Cutting Corny fans. Alex Savlano says it's 8% chance of rain for the whole session. And he's also starting a petition to ban Naveed from car swapping. So that is actually very funny. Right, let's have a look at the AM standings. Anthony Hilton is again leading this one. He didn't win it last season, did he? Did he?
Yes.
Did he win?
Yes, he won it.
He won it, right. In that case,
But he was happy in that, and we wanted, if you remember, it was so he could defend his championship.
yes.
I think it's nice if somebody's done that and chooses, because he had the choice. He could have gone up, couldn't he? But he's defending his championship, and he's doing it a damn fine job of it.
Yeah, and his closest rival is 29 points behind him, which is nothing. And that's David Ayres with Max Nevinciani in his first full season with us. So is Daniel Lewis, actually, and Chris Dixon, who's now becoming part of the BSTV furniture for the work guard team there in fifth place. And he's not far away from fourth place.
No, it's 500 points. You know, that's substantial.
Isn't it? Yeah. And leading the way for the work guard team, because Fiona is next place behind, and Andy Littler, he's not been able to race though, has he? He's got a new job, or rather, his job is.
He's working nights. He's doing. He's got. He does important jobs. He takes command of these big building sites.
Yeah.
On contracts, so he's a very well qualified man, and so he's working the nights at the moment. And yes, that didn't stop him playing golf with me this afternoon, cyber golf.
I'm sure it did not. He's a lovely bloke. Great to have him in the league, and hopefully he can join us for some. And we need the cabin crew, obviously, to vote on driver of the meeting each week if he's got a cabin crew to vote. But we'll see what happens this evening.
Maybe we should be out there working or something.
Well, very likely, yeah. Team standings wise, Hydro Race Geodesic Racing White, which is Stephen Walker. And his colleagues, I think. Oh, who is in that
Spencer,
team?
isn't it?
Is it Spencer that's in that one? Just give me a minute. Let me go and find out who's in that crew.
I think Spencer's that.
Hydro Race Geodesic Racing White is. Yes, sorry, you are absolutely correct. I should never have doubted you. I will self-flagellate later for a different reason. Spencer McCarthy and Stephen Walker are on that top spot there on 1,796 points. Leading from last season's winners, which is Result X Pure Sims, and Team Chimera in third. So that one's very, very close, isn't it? There's a bit of a drop, 100-point drop to Hydro Race Geodesic Racing, but the top three are very, very close, Alan.
Yes, and it's exciting.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's good.
Because I think any of them could have it. And I've got to say, though, Hydro Race Geodesic Racing White are putting up a fierce old performance, and they're serious contenders, and I think Result Pure Spins Esports are going to have to really pull something out to top them.
Yes, I'd agree with that. Let's have a look at driver of the meeting, Kasper Smirnoff. He's done such a good job this season, he's already on 4 points. Joint second place is Anthony Hilton and Simon Trendle, and you know they're both high up in their individual. So that is interesting, actually. I didn't notice this. Kasper Smirnoff is the lead Pro-Am. Anthony Hilton is the lead Am, and Simon Trendle is in the top 5 of the Pro, and they are the top 3. So we've got one from each class. I didn't realise that. Did you?
No,
No,
No.
that's pretty spectacular,
Looking
isn't
at it now, though, that's cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah.
Simon's pulling above his weight. He's just been so consistent, and he's
Yeah.
done some. He's done some. They did that remarkable drive in the wet.
No, stopped
dry
it.
tires.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that was brilliant, wasn't it?
It
I'm never
was.
going to forget that.
No, that
Never
was
gonna
class.
forget That was just gone in the memory box. That one has.
Yeah, absolutely. And then your Safe Driver Award. Look who's at the top. Max Nevinciani.
Max. Yes.
First full season, only 21 incidents. Oh my God.
Yes, Max has been right in there. He's mixing it up because they're competing down there, aren't they? They're not mucking about. Every single one of these drivers is getting somebody to race with and having some competition.
Yeah.
And it's just a creature. Him. It's great to see David Ayres doing so well as well. He's doing great in his league.
Yeah.
Very difficult to keep up with Mr. Hilton, let me tell you. And Dave's doing a cracking job of it, but
He is.
keeping it clean while he's doing it.
Yeah, and he's done 5 laps more than Max Nevinciani, but he's 13 incidents more, which shows exactly how good Max Nevinciani has been.
That's low, isn't it? Goodness me.
It's
How
brilliant.
good is that?
I know, yeah.
It's like,
He's not
I
even
get
at
more than
no-
that getting out the pits, Pete.
Yeah, I mean, look at his total incidents per turn, 0.008. I mean, the next car behind is 0.013 if you want to take it that
It's
way.
a whole quantum leap.
It's mega. It's mega. I mean, he's got that in the bag as long as he can carry that along. But yeah, 27 cars we have in the troop this evening. Just watching a practice pit stop there from Jamie Jeffrey. That will be a feature a couple of times tonight. They're going to have to stop maybe twice.
Oh, that's interesting. You think there's going to be 2?
I think there might be, because this is a heavy use track. We are about to enter into... Are we? What? Oh, yeah, because we do a longer practice session for these races. We do 85 minutes, don't we? I forgot about that. So
Yeah,
we've still
we've
got... what have we got left? 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, Oh, Christ. I've made a big mistake, Alan. Like a massive mistake. It's criminal. Have you got whiskey?
Oh. I have got whiskey. I've got my yes. I'm poured out, ready to go, Pete.
I've not got any wine.
Oh, goodness me.
I know.
What?
So what I'm going to do? Let's see. Let's go on board with Carl Hardy. Do you know this track, Magny-Cours? Have you raced?
Well, I've raced on it.
Have you? Right. Okay. Right. I'm going to put you on board with Carl Hardy, and I hope that he just carries on driving. And you can try and talk us through once we get to the start of a lap. Let me put the track map up, and then you can tell where you are. Because I'm going to go and try and find some wine. Where is he? He is on the penultimate. Yeah, penultimate straight. So you do this. I'm going to go and get some wine. I'll be back.
Yes. Good man. Well, he's gone, and here we are with Carl now. I'm not expecting him to crash. I'm not. But look at these corners. That is a wicked section. And it wakes you up when you come in down here, and this is the main straight. And when you get to the end of it, you want to have a nice, quiet cup of tea, but you're not going to get one because you're going to be hurtling around here. And it's tricky. They're coming out of the pits. Did you see that car exit in the pits? It's a dangerous exit from the pits, folks. Scary people coming out there, especially if you're, it's like me, slightly out of control most of the time. So we buzz down here, but there's some nice restful pieces where you've got the nice big curvy bends and not too sweaty. Then you come into these tight, twisting, really demanding sections where you've got to get your braking just right. If you over brake, you're going to get lost because people carry the speed through these fast corners like nobody's business. And he's doing a grand job here. Look at this. This is a late apex, and you can see how long that corner was, and there's more to come. I just love this circuit. It really you get enough of a long straight to wake you up, but the fast sections are really beautiful. You can carry a lot of pace through, and it's essential that you do. You can see how tight these corners are. And this is back onto that long back straight, and we've got the vicious right-hander. trying to get back onto the main straight, and it's not easy. You can see how tricky this is. You come round here, and you think you're flying away and you're doing well, then you get this bit as well for the kicker.
Yeah, it's a brutal change of direction, isn't it? It's not just the
Yeah.
fact that it's a sharp right-hander. It leads into something even more complicated.
Yes.
And that is a brutal combination, actually. I'm just going to get the foil.
There's it gives you these nice long run outs where you can get lots of speed up and it's comfortable and you're just loving it, and then it comes into one of these crushing short turns, and you don't use the brakes, Pete, because if you do, everybody comes whizzing by you because they're fearless.
Yeah. I mean, this is a very famous track, isn't it? Let's face it. It's hosted Grand Prix for I don't know how long. It's not been tilted to death as far as I know. It's quite a raw track. It's very dynamic. I enjoyed racing on it the 2 times I think I've raced on this circuit. I do like what it does in terms of this infield section here, although it doesn't look like Carl likes it too much.
He didn't do that on his other lap, though.
Did he not?
So,
Okay.
no,
Okay.
So we'll let him off with that one.
Yeah, let's let him off. I'm just going to get the cork out of this thing. Just give me a second.
But it just shows you that's
There we go.
there's a bit of twitch there. If you just over rotate the car slightly, you can find yourself in bother. But look,
Yeah.
there's plenty of room. There's a bit of room on the circuit, and with all these corners, there's overtaking opportunities
Yeah.
because there's some very fast corners among us, and you're terrified to put your foot on the brake because they come past you and they seem like they can't possibly get around the bends, but they do.
I know, yeah. And, here's Stephen Walker. He's second fastest at the moment. He's not managed to make any inroads yet into that 0.352 of a second. When you consider, though, that's quite a lot in a TCR, though, isn't it? A third of a second. It's pretty
what,
big.
3/10.
Yeah. And apparently off tracks here are many and varied and easy to pick up in many places. So
Yes.
I would expect some visits of shame.
Yes, well, I'm not used to driving this circuit in these more powerful cars because we tend to do it in our little MX-5s.
Yeah.
I've been here a number of times in that car, but these more powerful front-wheel drive cars will have a very different take on this circuit.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. And we don't know that somebody hasn't done a faster time, but with incident points on the lap, do we? Because you just can't tell.
And
Look at the
front-wheel drive into these short corners is a lot of fun.
Look at the way that the stand-ins are at the moment, though, Alan. So all the pro drivers are pretty much together with Kasper Smirnoff showing his class just one step inside.
Yes.
From the pro-ams. All the pro-ams together and then all the ams together. So
Yes, very unusual.
Yeah.
Because Casper's doing what we've been seeing him do, and so's Rene.
yeah,
They're right up there, and Tony. And Martin was right in the top 10 yesterday. So there's these clump of people that, and Carl has it recently as well. Carl's well down from where he's been qualifying 5th, 6th, 7th in the last few weeks.
yes, he has.
So
He's
they're
done very
all
well.
struggling a bit with I think it's just the technical nature of the track.
Yeah, very likely. And Max Nevinchani there, bossing the AM class at the minute. This is only the practice session, though. Don't forget, folks. So we've got the qualifying to come. There's not much qualifying.
Very shortly.
15 minutes yet. Evening to Silas Goebel on the chat there, shouting for Stefan. He's not on track at the moment. He's currently in 16th place in a Veloster. What? We did discuss it last time, but it feels uncomfortable, Alan, to say Stefan in a non-Audi.
I'm not as shocked now. I've had a week to percolate
has
it in
it-
my brain.
Has it settled on you? Has it?
Yeah, it's settled a
No.
little bit because I do think he looks well in the car. It suits his paint, and
Yeah, I suppose it does.
I'm pleased for him that he's trying something else.
And we've got who else? We've got Kurt on the chat, who's always shouting for CCT, cutting corny that is. We've got A Rocks, who just says dope. I don't know, I can't remember who that is. Alex Savalano-Lado very active on the chat, and he was the one petitioning to ban Naveed from switching cars. As everybody starts to pile out of pit road here, to get their 15 minutes of qualifying in, it pays to be out in front. I think you don't. Well, you might get some tow on this track. Look at the track map. The tow looks like it could be beneficial for sure.
There's enough straights
Yeah.
where you can tuck in, that's for sure. This is going to be interesting because these corners definitely sort out the moment from the boys in this car. The cornering is such a critical aspect of these front-wheel drive powerful motors.
Yeah. I think the first car out of the blocks was Stefan. It was. Oh no, it wasn't. There's a car ahead of him. Oh, okay. So maybe Stefan's about 3 cars back here. Maybe it was Max that got out early.
Max is well up there.
I'm trying to find where he is on my timing board. I think he's the one out first. I like that paint, by the way. That's nice.
Well, in an Audi, he's brave.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Is Jura here this week?
Jura is here this
Jura's
week.
here, yeah,
Let's go and
lovely.
find where
Good.
Jura is. Let's have a look. There he is. In that Racing Forces livery. We'll not see anybody on the track map, folks, until somebody does the time. That's just how this works. That's how the SDK piece works. We wanted to see somebody with green banners and yellow writing. There is the only one we have, which is Chris Needham, ex-previous champion of this series. In Pro-Am, but an ex-previous champion in that Elantra. Who is... So we had PVG in practice who hadn't put a time in at all. And I'm trying to see if he has moved... No, he's not on track at all. I don't think PVG's with us tonight, so I think we're going to be rolling with 26 cars, Alan.
Well, that's still a formidable number of cars,
Ooh.
and we've had less.
Who was that? Flying across there? That was David
Well,
Ayres.
that's the, you know, is that Darryl?
No, it was David.
Oh, it's David. Yeah. You see how that pit exit though is so hairy.
Oh, it's a bit like the one at CTMP, Canadian Tires Motorsport Park. It comes, it joins the track. Well, it's not turn 1 at all, is it? It's like turn 3 or turn 2, and right on what would be the racing line if you were to use the whole of the track, but you can't because you're not sure whether someone's going to come flying past you on the left-hand side. Similar principles apply.
Yes.
So who have we got lighting up the purples at the minute? Alex Savalano-Lado, fastest in the 2nd sector. Simon Trendle, fastest in the 3rd sector. Stephen Walker, fastest in the 1st sector. So these are shared out at the minute. Nobody is head and shoulders above anybody else at the moment.
I don't expect it will be, to be honest. I expect this is going to be fairly tight.
Yeah, where is Naveed? Naveed's in traffic, so he's not going to do anything spectacular. Oh, actually, why isn't Naveed's paint doing that? Just a minute. Give me a second.
See, they've got a nice bit of. They've got a nice. Oh, yes. That looks a bit peculiar.
Yeah, it would do just for a second. I'm just going to reset his paint. It should.
Yes, no, his paint looks peculiar, didn't it?
It still looks peculiar.
It still looks peculiar.
Oh dear, right, okay. So, Naveed changing from the Audi to the Elantra has not worked on the paint at the minute, even though Sam has provided me with the paint. Just not sure why it's not reading through right now. Maybe that'll sort itself out later, but it looks a bit silly at the moment. But you're just going to have to put up with that, folks.
Modern art interpretation.
Modern art, like that. So, Stephen Walker is your provisional poleman right now. He's just done a 148.38, which is about 2.5 tenths slower than his practice lap, and he has the fastest sector 2. Pete Newman has the fastest sector 3, and Sam Blease has the fastest sector 1.
Yeah, I bet there's not a lot in. Well, we're talking about thousands, I imagine. Nice to see Kylie 14 and
yeah, it's good.
down.
And look at Dan Lewis
Yeah,
in the Audi. That's a good time, isn't it? 10.
it certainly is.
Oh, that's not going to be a good
Oh,
time.
keep hold of it.
Hey!
Keep hold of it.
Liking that. Drift delicious, that is.
Oh,
That's
that would have
good.
been an exciting moment. If they, well, normally they paralyse me with fear.
Yeah.
So, have you got some wine, Pete?
I have.
Are you,
I have a
is your
lovely.
salvation in hand?
Yes, I have a lovely Bordeaux claret from Hope Meadow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It's probably a little bit rich for just drinking on a broadcast, but I don't care.
Ooh. That's the way. It sounds lovely though, and it won't be over fruity and over too rich. I find a lot of the New World wines just a wee bit powerful. I do. Slightly too much body.
Yeah.
Well, I grew up with European wines. The first time I had South African wine, crikey, I don't know how they got so much fruit in there. It was unbelievable.
They do like to do that, don't they? Yeah.
Yes,
South
yeah, they
African
cram
wines,
it. I don't know how
yeah.
they do it. It's-
Pile it in, yeah. Just throw everything at it, melons and. Look at Daniel Lewis. He's still rocking it up there in 16th. He's well inside the
Yeah.
pro-ams. That's really good. Like that. Right, let's see what else we've got going on. Simon Trendle's in pit road at the minute, making his way out for a second stint, I think. At the minute, he's propping up that pro category. Who's not actually registered a time? Everybody from 22nd over. So, and we don't think Pete Van Gool is racing. We don't think JB is racing at the minute because he's not put a time on the board. But he was in practice, so who knows? Chris Dixon yet to pop a time on the board.
Well, who's flying through there?
Yeah, Max Nevinchani yet to put a time on the board, and Dietmar. So, the Cutting Corny fans, you need to start cheering louder. Cheer louder. Andy Littler says, good evening from the Lonely Cabin. Lonely Cabin? Have you not got a cabin crew? We need another vote, Andrew. And it can't be you, because that would be a load. That would definitely be a work guard vote, wouldn't it? Let's face it. We've already got one of them in the booth. So we need your cabin crew. Go and find them. Go and get them out of there.
Stop them working.
Yeah, stop them working. Do the opposite of your job. Stop them working, right, so that they can choose a driver of the meeting. Right, let's get some of this wine in this glass. Seems only fair, doesn't it? My evening meal tonight was a packet of crisps, so it just shows
No time to eat.
Well,
Poor man.
no. It shows the plight of BSTV broadcasters. Right, so who...
I've got some chicken marinating.
Have you really? What's
Yes.
it marinating in, by the way? Say garlic of some sort.
No.
I'll get in my car and drive to
2
your house.
teaspoons of sesame seed, 2 teaspoons of Chinese cooking wine,
Oh,
2
nice.
teaspoons of light soy.
Oh, it takes me 3 hours, I think, to get to your house. I'll be there by midnight.
I'll have eaten it.
You'll have eaten it. Brilliant. Right, so who is lighting up the timing towers at the moment? It's Stephen Walker. He's flashing lights to try and remove people from his path because he's on a lap at the moment. He has lit up literally every single sector in purple. Doing the absolute time. I don't know whether I can even show that on the timing tower. Sector times. No, it's not even an option, folks. So you're going to have to believe whatever I'm telling you. He has already done, as has Sam. They were sandbagging in practice, Alan. Look. They were
Yes.
sandbagging in practice. The
Is that what
fastest
they
time
do?
is a 1:47.6 now. There's no one in practice under a 1:48 apart from Naveed. So they have absolutely sold Naveed a puppy.
Oh, I think they were just warming up.
No, they were sandbagging. Let's not dress it up as something it's not, Alan. So Sam Blees is now second in your timing towers, and Naveed, who was under 1:48, prior to, where is he on track? Oh, he's starting a lap,
He's
really. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's plenty of time for Navi to pull this back.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, there's 5 minutes left. So if you are leaving pit road now, and we have a couple that are, so Dietmar is leaving pit road. He's got time on the board. That's good.
Prix.
And Pete Newman, yeah. Also, he's abandoned it.
Oh, he's pulled up. Oh,
Yeah, so that's him
got
done.
better of it.
That's him done, really, because if a lap is 1 minute 48, let's call it, then you've got at least that to get round the first time. Then you've got another one to get around the second time. You're only going to get properly one hot tyre lap underneath you. So I think if you've not done it now and you're not on a lap, you're done.
He's already. Well, he's in fourth place, which isn't bad, is it?
Look at the timing tower, Alan. All the pros together, all the primes together, all the
I know.
outs together. What?
We haven't seen this for a very long time, but
Oh.
I do remember seeing it right at the start of the season.
Oh my god, that wine is good. Right, if I'm not able to talk at the end of this broadcast, it's for all the right reasons, Alan. Have you had some whiskey already or not?
I've had one sip,
One sip.
and
Get on with it.
well,
Look at the state
I
of.
nurtured this.
Look at the state of Jamie Jeffrey's car. It's all sliding all over the place. He is absolutely trying to get on it, and that's Casper, who's going to be not happy about getting pushed offline there on a slow-moving Jamie Jeffrey. That's not going to work for Casper Smirnoff. The only redeeming side of this is that he is buried well inside the pro category at the moment.
Yes. Well, we're kind of getting familiar with this, aren't we?
Yes, we are. He's going to have to move up next season if he carries on like this. We can't accept this any longer. Andy Littler says he's just been whipping them to get them going. I really hope he's talking about the cabin crew. Are they going to be able to come into the cabin and view the race, Andrew? Because if not, it's only a 2-vote race, this. You are not allowed to lie either and say they're all there and then just vote for a work guard driver. That's not going to work tonight. The reason it's not going to work is because Fiona's banging her drum. We know that because she told us that last week. So there's only Chris Dixon. So it will be a loaded vote. We know that there's only one work guard driver. So, right, let's see. Stephen Walker at the moment still top of the pile. Also, that's a new line. That's a very new line through that corner.
Have you seen Navid and Sam's times?
Navid, where is Navid? Oh, Navid has moved up, and he's not on the track. Oh, right, that's nice.
0.322.
Yeah, that's miles.
Sam plays 0.322.
Oh my God, they've got the same time.
They've got the same time, brother.
Wow. Damn, that is more than close. That's unbelievable.
How they can get closer than that?
Well,
That's
it's inappropriate touching at that point, isn't it, really?
Crikey.
Pete Newman not on track and not going to put a time in because there's only 1.5 minutes left of this practice session. It's not a heat race, this, so it will run out. So once 15 minutes has expired, they will get another 1 minute and 50 seconds maybe. So it's not completely lost.
I think this would be a good moment for me to go and attend to nature.
Andy Littler says, this is his wording, by the way, Alan. This is his wording. They are all here, honest. I don't believe... for some reason, I don't believe him. Right, let's have a look at what else is going on. So David Ayres has now taken over the top spot in AM class. AM class around about 3 seconds off the pro pace, Alan. There's quite a lot on a 1 minute 48 track, isn't it? Where's Alan gone? Did he say he was leaving? Did I miss that? I may have missed that. I think he's probably gone for a wee or more whiskey or something, I don't know. But we'll find out shortly enough. So David Ayres leading the AM class at the moment. We've already seen that Casper is leading the pro class. He's just pitted the car. That'll be him done because even now there's no way that he can do anything with that if he came back out other than get more familiar with the track. Whoa, blimey, crikey. We are in checker flag situation, but it will let them run down. It will let them run their last laps. So if they are on a lap, it's going to count. It's not going to chin them out. They are going to have the opportunity to put time. Oh, here comes Alan. Excellent. Right, Tony Walker done a brilliant job here. He's just coasting round, but he is second in class, 10th on track for the start of this endurance race, 80-minute endurance race, folks.
Yeah, it's a serious race.
This is a very serious race, this. It's worth a lot of points, so the points are magnified here. They are literally 3 times the value of a sprint race and twice and half again as much as a feature race. So this is worth mega points. For the drivers that aren't showing tonight, or those that have registered and aren't racing, so PVG and JB, they're going to miss out, I think, on a bag full of points, Alan. It's going to be an issue.
Yeah, well, I doubt they're doing it by choice.
Absolutely agree. Shouldn't be too dismissive of that. And there's obviously there's 40 odd cars in the league, so there's a few people not able to race this evening, and they will miss out. There are 3 endurance races this season because Stephen Walker voted for an endurance round, and as is his choice. So we are moving.
Champion's choice.
Champion's choice.
One of the little treats that you get to
Absolutely.
go with that title.
I'm trying to remember where the Champion's choice is. It is at Mount Panorama. It is at Bathurst.
Fantastic.
That's a good one. It's in a few weeks. It's not imminent. It's in a few weeks. Right, who else is on the chat at the minute? Obviously, Andrew Lyle Littler. Shane Newport. Let's go, Jamie J. Jamie Jeffrey fan there for the coupes and convertibles racing. Nobody on track at the minute, folks.
Jamie's done well though, 6th place.
6th place, yeah. That is.
He's in front of Miguel and Simon. Let me tell you.
Yeah, what on earth? How is Miguel and Simon? How are Miguel and Simon? I should say so far down.
Well,
the
because
order.
of the competition, mate.
I
Let me tell you,
It's
there
so
isn't
difficult
anybody
to
in that
accept.
top 10 who can't actually chop out an absolute fly over a lap.
I know.
They're all quite capable.
Shane Newport shouting for Jamie Jeffrey, obviously, and Andy Littler says, "Come on, results," said the full cabin. I don't think they did. I think there's something suspect in what you're telling us right now. Right, let's have a look at this.
Oh, here we go.
Right, so here is your starting grid for this endurance race. There's only one race tonight, folks, so this is it. Stephen Walker leads us away, our current reigning champion on that pole position there for Hydro Race Geodesic Racing White. His sister teammate, Naveed Hussain, in the Hydro Race Geodesic Racing team, is in 2nd. His teammate is in 3rd, and we'll start 3rd, which is Sam Blees. Then we've got Pete Newman for Result X Pure Sims. Alex Sabalano Lado goes off 5th for TRL Racing Forces. Jamie Jeffrey off 6th for Coupes and Convertibles Racing. Casper Smirnoff for Apex One goes off 7th. Top Pro-Am driver. Well done to you. Ahead of the mighty Big Mig, Miguel Freitas, in 8th place for Impulse Racing. Simon Trundle goes off 9th for Team Chimera. Tony Walker off 10th for Hydro Race Racing Forces. 11th will be Carl Hardy for Result X Pure Sims. Rene Earhart goes off 12th for Cutting Corny TCR team. 13th will be Martin Shirley for RD Simsport. Demis Tigchalar goes off 14th for TRL Racing Forces. Stop flashing your lights. At the back of the field, David Ayres. 17th will be Dietmar. Oh no, I've missed a whole load. Jamie Wilson will go off 15th for Team Chimera. I can still see you doing it. Stefan Goebel will go off 16th for VTS Esports. Dietmar Hoos will go off 17th for Cutting Corny TCR team. Chris Needham will go off 18th for Air Smart Racing with Jura Larkin, and off 19th for Hydro Race Racing Forces. David Ayres is the first of the AM-class drivers, although he's going to get relegated to the back of the field if he carries on flashing his lights. For Safeguard by Result, Daniel Lewis goes off 21st for SRL. Max Nevinchani off 22nd. 23rd will be Darryl Wright for Safeguard by Result, with Chris Dixon off 24th. 25th will be Jason Kiley Haddington. JB Deju has joined the grid.
Yay!
for BSTV Esports. So well done to you, sir. And we love you for that. PVG, we don't think it's going to race, and we're already going to green. And lights are going to go out, and we're going to go racing. We're going to watch
80
Naveed.
minutes.
So, yeah, Hydra Race Geodesic, in one of their forms, have just locked out the front row, and Naveed did not get away well at all. He's already in third place with a... Whoa! That's messy. That's messy. That's Alex Sevillano-Lado.
We've still got trouble at the back there.
We have. Right, everybody seems to have sorted themselves out. No need for a yellow. No full course caution. And at the very front, this is already... tasty. So these guys are taking each other to task, even though they are all in the same stable, even though they're in different individual teams.
What a picture that would make.
I know.
Take a screenshot.
If only Naveed's paint had worked.
Well, I think that's an interesting counterpoint.
I do as well, yeah. Juxtaposition of magnificent proportions, side by side, still all the way around this first lap. Oh, I don't like it when they do that.
Resolve this eventually, I suspect. The corners only get tighter.
Oh, Naveed gets a freebie. Naveed gets a freebie because Stephen Walker switched. Go on, Casper. Oh, not
Casper's
that.
not hanging around.
No, look how far up he is.
Yes,
three positions. Oh dear.
He's got past Pete Newman and me.
Look at that view. Look at all those cars. Why is Jamie Jeffrey so far back in the field? Shane Newport's not going to be happy. Jamie Lee Clark says, let's go Sevillano. So shouting for Alex Sevillano-Lado.
Right.
Cursed him is what they've done, sadly. He's a bit further back now. Right, so we're sorted out at the front, we think.
Well, Sam's got the lead, but
Not much of it.
he's not going to get away from these.
No, he's
not
not.
going to get away from Naveed. Oh.
Yeah, would you want
you
Naveed
know.
in your mirrors? Because I certainly wouldn't. That's too much for me to cope with.
We look past Naveed and look Steve.
Yeah. Let's go back and see what's going on back here, because this is messy. Chris Needham and who is that? Jura. Yeah, they've sorted themselves out there. The very lead gets a bit messy. Darryl Wright is back here racing with Max Nevinchani just in front of him.
Yes, come on, Darryl.
Yeah, Stefan. Where's Stefan?
He's having a hard time getting used to this car, is Darryl. He's
Stefan jumped the
really
start.
trying hard.
Stefan,
Did he?
yeah,
Oh,
that's
Steph.
sad.
Oh, unfortunate. But
Jamie Jeffrey, the rear of that car, well,
that doesn't look very well.
no, it really doesn't. I can see his shopping
Is it
in the boot.
supposed to be like that?
I'm thinking that's not by design. Not by design. I think if you
No.
bought an Elantra, it would not look like that at the back. Oh no, what's happened to Chris Needham? Why has he dropped back? He's got crash on his thing as well. Right, let's have a look at the front here. So, Naveed has... Oh, Stephen Walker has done something strange. Right, let's have a look at that.
Casper's up to third.
Yes, he is. He's doing a brilliant job. He has...
How is displaced Stephen Walker?
Yes, he has, and this is how he did it. I know we're moving away from live footage, folks, but I think Stephen had a moment. He's in third, just ahead of Casper here. Had to get out of the gas to avoid his teammate, and then touched his teammate, and then got squeezed. What on earth? Well done, Casper.
I'm glad you did that, Pete. Thank you.
Yeah, that was worth watching. That.
That was some driving, wasn't it, by those guys?
It certainly was.
Me.
Right, so Naveed, second place. Casper Smirnoff, get on it, son. Come on. Not that I've got any favourites.
Look at the pace of these cars. They're flying. They're flying.
That lap was a 1:49. That's only one and a bit seconds away from a qualifying lap. Right.
Have you spotted the fuel savers yet, Pete?
There are none. There are none, unless Jamie Jeffrey's doing it from very far back with a broken boot.
I'm not sure that you're getting much chance to save a lot of fuel around here at the moment.
No.
It's a wee bit hectic.
Right, let's see what we've got going on. Oh, right at the back, we've got Jamie Jeffrey struggling with the damage. He's probably waiting for a pit window to box that
Yes.
car, I would think. Look at it. It's talking to us, Alan, every time he goes over a bump.
It's a tough decision because it just depends how much time he's losing.
Yes.
He will be losing time.
He's
That's
definitely
not a
losing
very aerodynamic car at the moment.
No, for the Cutting Corny fans. Rene Earhart's got a bit of a queue forming behind him. Mostly in the form of Racing Forces cars, but that is... who is that? That's Carl Hardy, isn't it, with green wheels? Yeah.
Yeah.
In the middle of that
He's in the
four-car
middle of
battle.
they'll be having a very exciting time together.
They will, they
Is
will.
that Martin just behind? Yeah, Martin is with Alex and Jamie.
Yeah. Another Jamie Wilson, that is. In a battle here with Demis Tuchelard behind him and Martin Shirley, who we've seen in very senior positions in front of him.
Yeah. I am Martin these days because the kids.
No.
Car.
Definitely, yeah. So we've already got...
Very interesting to see how he gets rid of these longer races. It's a bit of a thing for a lot of these drivers. We haven't had so many of these extended races with the new drivers.
No, we haven't. And look at JB. He's what are we? 4 laps in, and he's 7 positions up.
Sliding through.
He really is. Well done to you, because that is brilliant performance up to this point. Well done.
Yes.
Right.
It's becoming fast with quick people.
Yeah.
And it's slow people on the grid.
Right. Jamie Jeffrey must have found a pit window because he's been in. He's fixed his car.
I'm glad he has.
Yeah.
I'm glad he has.
I don't think he'll have lost a massive amount of race position. He was around about 24. So he was, I'm going to say, where would he be? 24. I reckon he was about 13 seconds off the lead when he pitted. Maybe 14. And that's not massive on an endurance race, is it? That's redeemable. You can get that back.
Well, he's a canny racer.
He is. He is.
So he'll be thinking about it already and planning.
So Daniel Lewis there. I think he's just had to give best to Chris Needham, I'm going to go with, because Chris Needham had a crash early on. Yes, he just passed Daniel, so making his way
Dan's
forward.
been losing, he lost the pace to JB as well.
He did, you're right. Right, so what else is going on at the minute? So some gaps forming in the field. This is not a gap, obviously. Let's just jump on board here. Nose. That's a nice line from Alex Savillano-Lado on the back of his teammate here. That's Tony Walker in front there. He's pulled to the side and on the favourable line for the next corner, Alan. It's a good overtake, this, I think.
Yes.
Tony's let him go there.
Sensible team driving,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, definitely. Pick your fights, that's what that is. Right.
It's just very early, and Alex has probably just got a few tenths.
Yeah, let's have a look at this
In that
one.
team.
This is an important overtake, so this is for second place. So this is Navid. Oh, hang on. Wait a minute.
Oh, Casper, in that.
Navid.
Is that what we saw before? It's almost
No,
identical.
that is the same
That's what we saw
incident.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh right, so no, that makes sense to me now. Sorry, it's Pete being thick. I think I might need to show this because my brain did backfire there just for a second. Right, go back to normal racing now. Right, so Kasper Smirnoff absolutely doing he's driving his best drive, living his best life. Here in third place, his girlfriend, and we know she is his race manager. She'll be claiming all the credit for this, no doubt, Alan.
Quite right as well.
Quite right, yeah. Oh, we've got a couple of cars. Well, we've got one car in the pits, which is Jason Haddington.
Lap 6.
Oh, hang on, that looks like an unhappy car. What's happened here? Right, we're gonna have to watch this.
Oh no, Jace.
Kylie has done something. He's on his own.
Come on, Kylie.
On his own. Oh, he's over-rotated.
Oh,
Oh, no. Oh.
Oh.
Right, okay, that's very sad. We don't want to see that. So the front end of that car just let go on him.
Repairs and
Fast repair, but he's going to have to tow.
fast repair and tow and fuel,
Yes.
no doubt.
Well,
So,
if it worked out for Jamie, Jeffrey, I know he didn't have to tow.
it's the tow, isn't it?
It's the tow,
thing is
yeah,
the
sorry,
tow.
yeah.
It's a big circuit, and
is.
it's going to cost him minutes.
Yeah, so, so Alex Savlano-Ledo got it done on Rene Earhart there. Rene is now the sandwich content between two
Yes.
Racing Forces cars.
I think it's going to be probably difficult to move him. He will be very happy
Yeah.
there, like a bug in a rug, and he won't want to be dropped any further back.
Yes. Oh, that was an overtake further back. Oh, right, it's JB and Chris Needham making their way back through the field. JB is up 9 places, 9, from his start position. Well done to you in that BSTV liveried car. And Chris Needham is back where he started now, so he's in 18th place, back in his start position.
JB is such a lovely, genial gentleman.
Oh, he's brilliant. He's brilliant. He's absolute BSTV through and through. Everything about him is the qualities that we hope to find.
We admire
We do,
in
we
our
do.
drivers. Indeed, we do.
I think
And, look,
it's not look.
Jasper's got. He's like, Casper's. Oh, he's getting in there, and look at this.
I know.
But the gap's growing. You see, you can see the gap's growing because he's getting hassled.
Yeah, I don't know how many championships Stephen Walker has won. It must be 600 or something like that. Even though we're only in season 18. But you wouldn't want him bearing down on you, would
No.
you?
Well, he's a very difficult chap to keep behind you, and he's
Yeah.
costing Casper pace at the moment.
I think he is
because
because
you just got to keep an eye on him.
yeah.
You know, he's got that. It's like one of those super sprinters who just gets half a step ahead, and he can pull that out of nowhere, Steam, and you don't see him coming.
No,
He
and
just pops out of nowhere into a gap that you don't know is there until it just arrives.
see, Casper's best lap is a 1:48.33, which is faster than everybody around him apart from Navid in front of him. So he's got it in his locker. He can do
Sure.
it.
Yeah.
Well, there's a
he
lot of
did.
overtakes going on at the minute. Demis Tigchalar has just overtaken Martin Shirley. There was another one further back, which I've now lost off my screen, which was Demis Tigchalar. Where's Demis gone? Where's Demis?
Yeah, this is running behind Jamie
Ah, yeah.
Wilson.
Yeah. So Demis overtook Martin Shirley. Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Not easy.
No.
Either the way Martin's been driving.
No, it's not.
So
Everybody's about where they started, apart from the mighty JB Dejoux, who is, like you said, scything his way through this field like a hot knife through the proverbial butter. Chris Needham is now bearing down on JB. They're going to have a nice race when they get.
yes, well, yes, that's a nice coupling up. I hope they can do themselves a bit of a favour, actually.
I think they will, because these two have driven in this league for a million years,
Yeah.
there or thereabouts.
Feels like decades.
Yes. Right. So Martin Shirley wants his position back, and he's
Yes,
taking
he's
it now.
got
Oh
down.
my God!
Oh!
Oh. Yeah, that might have been a bit bold. We might have a little look at that in a second. In fact, we'll have a look at it now because they're recovering. So it looked like he'd done everything absolutely correct. He pulls out. He's later on the brakes, but he's not obscenely late. And then had to avoid. Yeah, that's what caused that. Jamie Wilson's
too
car was
quick.
still where Martin wanted to be.
Yes, he was
so-
just too quick, wasn't he?
Yeah.
On the verge of taking two cars when he only wanted one.
Yes, exactly that. And yeah, that was Martin Shirley's issue. Absolutely. Nothing to do with anybody around him. And he'll probably feel quite bad for that. But no positions gained for Martin Shirley. Only lost. He's 4 places back from that. And JB grabs himself 2 new positions. Up 11 places now. He must feel like Moses, Alan.
Well, as long as he keeps partying these waters,
Yeah.
we're very happy because he's in our team car.
Yeah, and Casper doing a good job there of removing the toe from that Stephen Walker Honda behind him. Oh, and Jamie Wilson.
Whoa!
Why is Jamie Wilson visiting pit road so early?
Now, is he being strategic?
I don't
He
know.
can be, you know.
He didn't get hit in that Martin Shirley thing. Oh, hang on, there's a load of cars coming in. Martin Shirley's in, and Demis Tictular. That moves.
9. What do they know that we don't? Everything.
Well, there's definitely 2 stops in this race. That's for them anyway. That's certain now. Where are we? We're 15 minutes into an 80-minute race. Yes, so it has to be another stop for those guys and 2 more stops for the rest of the field. So however you want to slice that, that's the way it's going to happen. Chris Needham and JB still together, but closing in on the group ahead now, which is formed of Jura Larkinen and Dietmar Hoos. I have to say this, at last we have an endurance race, Alan, where strategy and competitive racing are the topic of the day.
Yes. And
like
long
it.
may it rain.
Yeah. Well, maybe not. We don't want rain necessarily, do we?
But that 4 at the front are keeping quite tight, aren't they?
Well, very, very tight in the case of the top 2. Sam Blees under lots and lots of pressure from his own teammate Naveed Hussain here.
It's just that little bit of a gap.
Yeah.
We don't want those 2 getting away, you guys. You know, these chaps at the front here, Mr. Blees and Mr. Hussain, they won't hang around.
No, and we've got this new moving camera inside the cockpit here for everybody. Thanks to Alex Samilano-Ledo and his skills. Excuse me. This wine is excellent, by the way. I'll just point that out.
Oh, excellent indeed. Well, cheers, my dear.
Yes, absolutely. Cheers.
Delicious. I ordered myself a new whiskey cut tumbler today, in fact.
Oh, well done.
I do like nice glasses. I've always had a fondness for nice glasses.
Oh, right, okay. I've got a full set of Johnny Walker cut glass crystal whiskey glasses. Yeah, they're very, very heavy. They're lovely.
Yeah.
I want.
If you've got a substantial drink, it's nice to have it in a nice container.
Absolutely, absolutely. Do it some favours. Let's have a look back from this car. That's a reasonable gap now, I would suggest. 1.7 seconds.
Yes, it's eking out slowly.
Yeah, very slow though.
Stephen won't be happy to be still behind Casper.
No, let's go and have a look at what Casper can see out of his rearview mirror. It's full of the Geo Honda.
Oh, that's full of Stephen.
Yes, it is. And doing the opposite view. This is Stephen's view from his the roof of his car.
That's Stephen. You got Pete Newman and Miguel Freitas.
I know, yeah.
No.
In fact, there is a bit of a queue forming, isn't there? They are on this little pairing now. I do like
They can't get past Casper though.
No, and Casper's kind of got some camo going on, but they can still see you, Casper. Pete
Look at
Newman.
this. Well, that's some driving by him because
It
Stephen's
is.
really trying hard to get past. And
Well, let's just.
Hey,
You say that. Let's just make sure he's not fuel. Well, he's not fuel saving, is he? He wouldn't be pulling out of the toe like that, even on a corner.
no, he's trying. He wants to pass because the gap's there and growing.
Yeah, let's
You
just.
can see it.
Let's just see at the end of this particular not straight how early he's off the gas. That's not mega, is it? I would suggest that he is racing, as in he's toe in.
Yeah.
He's probably gaining a bit.
He's getting a bit of toe.
Yeah.
There's no way that he's not getting toe from
Absolutely.
Casper, and he's taking advantage of it. He knows where he is and he knows the situation. If he can save any kind of fuel now, and if he's not saving fuel while he's tucked up under his bumper, I don't know what he's doing.
Right, do we dare?
I could save fuel there, mate.
Yeah, do we dare go on board with Simon Trendle and see if he's fuel saving, or would that ruin his strategy? We've got to have a look, haven't we? We've got to have a look. Right, let's go on board with him. So
If anybody's
yeah.
trying to think ahead, it would be Simon, that's for sure.
I'm suggesting he's not fuel saving.
I think it's a tough track to do it on. unless you're in close company, and Simon's got a bit of catching up to do before he can get a bit of free toe, hasn't he?
I think you're right. Yeah, he's not close enough to anybody to make any benefit, is he?
No, he needs to get in that toe from Miguel.
Yeah, Miguel needs to get in the toe from Pete Newman. And he is closing. He's making the
He's
ground
closing.
up. Yeah. That group
I don't
ahead.
think there seemed to be any great rush about it.
Well, it is an endurance race, isn't it, Alan? So
Yes,
they've got an
they're-
hour's worth of
they're-
racing to go.
Yeah, they're pacing themselves quietly.
Yeah. I mean, this is what it looks like from the moon. That is a 4-car battle now, because Miguel has finally caught that little group, starting with Casper in 3rd, Stephen in 4th, Pete in 5th, and Miguel in 6th.
How are the lap times looking for Casper and
Hang on.
Navid?
Let's have a quick look.
Are they?
There's your lap times. Last lap, this is. Last lap, not best lap. Last lap. Oh, Stephen Walker. Stephen Walker's just stuffed it down the side of Casper, but the next turn is against him. We saw it live on the screen, and Casper's gained that back. Well done. Unless Stephen thought he'd gained that through naughty means. But he'd certainly given that a good shot.
Yeah, no, he's been trying. I've seen enough of Stephen when he's driving the car to know that he's not happy being behind Casper.
No.
He's saving fuel and he's making the best of it. He's doing what any classy professional driver.
It's almost like he's
does.
saved enough, and now he's saying, right, I'm having it now. But then Casper's just saying, no, you're not. He's putting his car in beautiful position to block him. Well, not block him, that's the wrong terminology.
No,
sorry.
he's not.
He's just well positioned.
He's doing exactly what
Needham.
Nigel Mansell used to do.
Yeah, make your car 10 times wider than it should be.
Yes.
Yeah.
And all quite legally, just by
Yeah.
an inch there, an inch there on your line.
Chris Needham just popped Jura Larkinen behind him a little bit. Oh, and there goes Miguel to the pits.
There's Miguel. Now, Miguel's made a decision. That is a tactical insertion.
That is definitely. He's caught that group and decided, right, not going to get involved in that. I'm going to get myself some free track.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to Pete. He's been having trouble with his broadband occasionally, getting dropouts.
I think that might be it. Yeah, he has joined the session. He really has joined the session, but he's been in there the whole
his
race.
car's there, but I just think he might have had this dropout problem with his computer.
Well, he only
I've
needs.
seen a lot of that recently.
Yeah, I have as well. He only needs to do one lap, believe it or not, and he will score decent points. So if he can get out on track and just turn one lap, Pete Van Gool, you'll get points. Jenny Sandman and Cutting Corny Studio on shouting for Cutting Corny. Let's have a look at where their boys are at the moment. Rene Earhart is here in 9th place, very healthy, up 3 positions. And Dietmar is not that far behind, in 11th place, up 6 positions. Well done to you, Dietmar Hoos.
Yeah, fantastic driving because everybody's been absolutely flat out.
Yeah, and Alino Kerr also on the chat shouting for Cutting Corny TCR team. Let's go CCT is something that comes up lots and lots on our on our chat.
Yeah,
quite a lot of people
they're
watching.
a good team.
Yeah, they are.
They're a good team, and it's
Ooh.
great to have these strong. Ooh, cracky.
Yeah, we're gonna have.
Now this is Casper. Come on.
Casper is needing to defend this.
He's doing everything he can legally.
That's Curb. He's going to stay on the...
Everything he can legally.
Oh, and Stephen's got it done in the end.
Pete's gone to the pits.
Pete didn't want a bar of that, so he's gone to the pits. Yeah.
He went to the pits. He's crikey.
And Stephen Walker, finally.
Stephen is going with like a catapult now. Look at that. He's gone like a bow, an arrow off a bow.
Yeah, hopefully Casper can stay with him. But Casper kept Stephen behind him for 14 laps, Alan.
I think that's a record.
I think it is as well. That's massively impressive. Well done.
To keep Stephen behind you 14 laps.
Yeah.
That's humongous.
Yeah, and well done to Casper.
Especially on a track like this, where it's open in this room.
Yeah, well done to Casper's girlfriend, who obviously is the reason that happened.
Look at this rejoin.
Oh, I knew there was a reason.
Miguel and Pete side by side. Oh, that rejoin is a hairy old business.
Joe Larkinen's like, please no. Please no. Oh, side by side.
Oh,
And look at JB
well,
in the front there. Look at that. JB's just taken a position there from Dietmar Hoos.
oh, look at this.
Oh,
Oh,
Miguel may well have just. Oh, no, he's not got it yet. He's not
no.
got it yet.
No, well, you know,
Oh,
Miguel
he has now.
and
He has
Pete
now.
like to race.
Yeah.
They do enjoy racing each other.
Poor,
They do.
poor old
So you
jurors.
can expect them to be going at it.
Yeah. Jurors.
Jura's going to have his mirrors full, isn't he?
He's going to have to have eyes in his bottom, we'll say.
Oh.
He's gone
Oh,
wide there.
look, oh, no, that's the pressure.
Yeah, that's
That's
the
the
pressure.
pressure.
You're absolutely right. And it's nothing to be ashamed of either, because these guys are so quick. Just so
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Right round the front of Jura's car, both of them. That was really nice overtaking. The three of them there deserve a prize, because to be
That was beautiful.
it's a skill to be well overtaken, isn't it, Alan?
It certainly is.
There's a skill to
It
it.
certainly is. Everybody needs to know what everybody's doing.
Yes.
You need to be confident what the other chap's going to do.
Yeah.
And if you're not, then you can't do those kinds of moves.
No, and you've got to salute that. Oh, Jura.
Oh,
Bit sideways.
his back end.
He did. You've got to know that point at which you lift the gas or brake. Pete Newman flashing his lights. Has he got a slowdown? Don't know why he's
Don't
flashing
know.
his lights.
He thinks it's Blackpool illumination.
Maybe he does. Yeah. Does he know that you get minus 1,000 points for every flash?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, because I kept it a secret.
Oh, well done. Well done. Right, at the front, Naveed Hussain is still piling the pressure onto Sam Blease. He's not doing anything about his teammate yet, but he's very much shadowing him. I don't think there's an overtake coming, do you? Do you?
Well, no, not at the moment.
Right.
Well, let's face it. Getting past Sam is just as bad as trying to get past Naveed.
Well, yeah, too right. Yeah. You would only be slowing each other down, and the next car behind is current series leader and reigning champion Stephen Walker.
They're just
And look at that. Casper has kept with him pretty much. That gap hasn't
Yeah.
opened up that much, has it?
no. I'm expecting. Well, he'll be trying his very best. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
Casper will be doing his best. I'm interested to see how quickly Stephen can. Oh, what you say?
Yeah.
How long that 3 seconds is going to survive.
Oh,
I
that
don't think that 3 seconds is going to survive very long. Look at
No.
him. He's pouring that on.
that stings, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? He's the only car that's gone under 148, I think. Yeah, he is the only car that's gone under 148 today in the race.
Yeah.
That is.
That's nearly 3/4 of a second.
It's just astonishing, isn't it?
That's it. Severe pace, folks. If you've ever wanted to see what somebody who's a really fantastic driver going fast looks like, that's it.
Yeah, let's go on board. Demis Tigchalar and Chris Dixon are having a bit of a thing, and Chris Needham has just gone to the pits. But let's run on board here with Stephen Walker for a minute. 'cause-
Oh, Darrell's taking a. Oh,
hang on.
yeah, Jamie Whistle. Did Darrell take Jamie Whistle? Jamie, what's going on there?
There's something
Suppose
going on
Jamie
back
went to the
here.
pits or something.
No, Chris
Jamie's
Needham
gone
has.
to the pit.
Darrell is
Chris-
still racing, so that's fine. Right, let's go
Yes,
back to
but,
Stephen.
what happened to Jamie Wilson? Because
Jamie's-
Darrell went past Jamie Wilson.
Yeah, Jamie was in the pits.
Right. Okay. So there's nothing broken on his car. He's just coming out.
No, but it says he pitted on lap 3.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. That's. I mean, it's. But
We'll have to find
Darrell's
out.
in front of him, so I'm happy and to see that.
Yep.
And chasing Steph.
So,
7 seconds. Let's see if we can close any of that gap.
yeah, Stephen Walker here on board with him.
Oh, pouring in. It's still in purple. Let's see if. The way he was going, I won't be surprised if he can't do another one.
Well, he's just gone. He's not done any. Well, he's done. I say he's not done any purple sectors.
Ooh.
That's only because he's not beating his own time.
He's chucking that around.
But look at
there,
that.
isn't he? Looks another 47.
Yeah, exactly. Still 3.5 tenths faster than the car in front of him. So he's absolutely. Look at the speed he takes through these corners
I know.
here. Whoa,
Isn't it glorious.
it's obscene.
Glorious.
And he's not exceeding the track limits. I can assure you that, folks, because I can see the incident limit on my left hand side of my screen. You can't see it for obvious reasons. and he is absolutely ripping the two cars in front of him to pieces. Let's have a look at sector 1 time on this lap. Once he
He has
goes
so
through.
much pace through those corners. Then, because he's then grinding it down the straight and just gathering yards as he goes. He's
Yeah.
not struggling with it at all
So
because he
fastest
just carries so much pace through the corners.
car in sector 1 was Sam Blease or Stephen Walker. They did identical sector 1 times. Stephen was ever so slightly faster in sector 2.
Well, Sam knows what's going on.
Yeah,
he's
he's
all
lifted
too
it.
well aware that they've got this little gap that's coming down rapidly.
Yeah, it
and
is.
he will be going his best, that's for sure. They've lost half a second already.
Yes, they have, and it's all in sector 2. And sector 3 is Stephen's best sector by looking at the timing screens. It is worth staying on board with him, folks, so you can see the lines that he takes, etc. It's
Beautiful.
this
Look at-
here.
see,
It's this here.
Look at the way
Mega brave through that chicane. Mega brave.
lot of curb, but he just links them up so beautifully.
Yeah.
It's one big curve.
And another 2/10 out of the leader. Another 2/10.
Oh, look at this.
Look at Naveed. Naveed's screwed
Yeah,
up
what's happened to
something.
Naveed?
Slow down.
He's made a mistake.
Slow down.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. So that releases Sam Blease to the lead with a gap, obviously. And then
2
Renee
seconds.
in the pits. Carl Hardy following him into the pits. Dietmar, JB. Right, so this is a pit window that everybody's planned, Alan.
Some serious pit stopping going on.
Yeah.
Come on, skipper, get it right.
I mean, look at the middle of the field, Alan. There's, what's that, 6 cars? 5 cars. 5 cars. Jason Haddington has left the session, sadly, after losing his car. I think that was the crash on his own, wasn't it?
That was that horrible crash
Yeah.
where he bashed his car in, didn't
It's
he?
a shame. Stephen Walker's just
It
lit
is.
up sector 1 purple by an entire 3/10. Good God. Something wrong with that boy.
Well, this is interesting now because that
Oh,
song
look at
has
it.
changed the look of this entirely, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's brought Naveed right into Stephen's claws and gave Sam a bit of a breather.
Yeah.
So he will be filling his boots. These two love racing each other, and it's so clean and so fast that you can see why. They just they race at such a high level of skill and pace. And they
Right,
love
here
it.
we go.
They love it. They've got complete trusting each other.
This
Oh,
is the lap.
oh,
This is the
Simon.
lap. But look at this. Simon
Come on,
Trendle
Simon.
gets a lap extra on the whole field.
Yes, he'll get a lead lap, won't he? Some points for
Might
that.
do. If he pits at the end of the lap and his pit box is after the start-finish line, then yes. Otherwise, no, he won't. But what this does mean is that he's able to stretch the fuel out longer, which means his final pit stop will be shorter than everybody else, including the person he was racing with, which is Miguel Freitas.
That
Who is...
looks to me like he's being very... He's not...
No, it wasn't Miguel, was it? Who was he racing with? He was on the back of that group, wasn't he? With
Yes, he was.
Naveed and Pete Newman. Oh my God, 2x2.
What's happening
Oh my
here? This has come
God.
together mightily. How's that happened?
I don't know, but Miguel is suddenly fighting for second place.
They've
Where's Sam Blease when all this is
brought
going
him
on?
up really quickly. Wow.
How is Sam Blease suddenly 10 seconds ahead of the whole group here?
Well,
10.
he's been making hay while the sun shines, hasn't he?
Yeah, but they all pitted on the same lap, and he's 10 seconds ahead. 10. I don't... Right, okay, somebody on the chat, help me out. Because I ain't got a clue. Pete Newman, go! That's good. Oh,
look at
that's
the line through there.
lush. Oh. Well done, Pete
told you.
Newman.
Just awesome
Oh,
racing, these
dear.
two. Just awesome racing.
That's amazing. So, Clearly, Pete Newman and Miguel were able to save some fuel because they are on to Naveed, who has lost out really to Stephen Walker. He must think, what do I need to do here? Come on. Sam Blease, however, what the hell is that? He was stopped hugely less than everybody else. 7 seconds is what he gained.
Really?
Stationary.
Yeah, so this that must tell you something, Pete.
I don't know what it tells me though. Somebody needs to help me out. Simon Trendle, where's he going to come out? Let's go blimp on Simon Trendle, shall we? We should see a massive plethora of
Casper's
cars.
in front. There's Casper
Yeah.
just in front.
In fact, they're all through on Simon already, so his strategy will not be played
He's
out
got
until
Alex
the next
coming
pit stop.
fast.
He
so
has.
old tyres.
Yeah. I think Simon Trendle's strategy is yet to be realised. I think it's going to come in the next pit window. We have the best part of, what's that? An hour, really, isn't it? 50 minutes.
Yes.
Still to run.
Well, Stephen's set about Sam's stupendous pit stop. Oh, magic.
Yeah.
Because it's normally Stephen who does pit stop magic, but Sam's pulled it off today.
Well, we've seen Sam Blease before make fuel fill errors. That's how I'm gonna describe them as. I'm trying to find
What
the
do you
right
mean?
word in. I think he's underfueled the car
On the
before.
last lap, kind of.
Yeah, and I think there's badness coming. Pete Van Gull says maybe splash and dash now and more on the next stop. I think you're right, mate. I think you're the one that's on it. But if anybody else has got an opinion, any of the 20,
Well, that
20 odd
sounds.
people watching.
Nah, Pete's smart, and that is a very reasonable conjecture, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Because how else would he get 7 seconds? He's done a splash and dash, and yeah, he's expecting to do. But he's got to make these count while his
Yeah.
car's light.
So here comes
And the
Demis.
trouble with that is he's got Stephen behind him who's not interested in letting him do that, and he's
No.
pulled back another half a second.
Chris Needham here is under some serious pressure from Demis. And JB is under a bit of pressure now from Martin, just behind them.
Well, these are a handy bunch of drivers.
Yeah, it is. Very capable drivers. Jamie Jeffrey has gone to pit road. Is that his second visit? It is, isn't it? Because he damaged his car on the first
Yes.
visit.
Yes, we had the
May-
sunshine going through his car. didn't
Yeah, well, we can see his shopping. Rob Sutherland says checked pit stop length, done that. Andy Littler says running short, middle stint, probably. And then
Yeah.
says for Sam maybe and full tank to the end. Yeah, that could work. So maybe that'll come back to the other riders, runners and riders. And then PPG says, I've already read that one. Chloe, welcome to Chloe. Great recovery drive from
That's probably why
Jamie.
he's not here. Did he have trouble with his thingy, Pete? Did you have trouble
I have
with
trouble
your,
with my thingy sometimes.
with
Right.
your
Ooh.
broadband?
Ah.
Because we're missing you on the track, matey.
Yeah, PVG, why you're not racing? Oh, I did a lap. Thanks for the heads up. He has actually done a lap. So he gets his points. But
Yay.
his internet must be sketchy, I'm guessing. Right, so...
Well, so he did what you thought, though, which was to do a lap and get the points. So, yeah,
Yeah,
that's my clever Dutchman.
Yeah, leader of the cabin club says that PVG has got tech issues. Okay, so that's Andy
Yes.
Littler, by the way, the cabin club leader. I need to somehow get.
Oh,
Some-
that's very
Yeah,
nice going on.
it is nice. That's good. I like that myself. Yeah.
Oh.
And yes, Jamie Jeffrey is recovering well. He's had 2 pit stops and is up into 18th. He's got a long way to go before he can recover back to something that he will probably think is respectable, i.e. top 6, I would say, for Jamie Jeffrey.
David is chasing him,
Yeah.
and Dan is chasing David. So
Yes.
they're locked in an AM battle. They're leading the AM fight at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, Chris Needham's back in the fight here with Demis Tigchlar, so he's got his position back. Or as he sees it, at least. Demis doing a brilliant job. He's actually in his start position again now. So JB though, JB does you. What a legend! 11 places up, and still moving forward. Very nice performance here. Oh, Jamie Jeffrey. Why is Dietmar going so slow? Has he got a slowdown? Please say he's not damaged. That's a slowdown, right? Okay, that's a slowdown. I don't see anybody that's due to give a driver shame yet, Alan, but we are
That's
1/3 race
That's 20
distance.
We've only done 22 laps.
Well, yeah, exactly. Right, so
Casper's still in 6th. I'm thrilled for him. He's doing a heck of a drive tonight. Look at those names he's among.
I know.
If I was a young lad like him, among this... Oh,
Oh,
no,
gee!
no.
Good grief!
Ouch.
Gonna have to watch that again. What the hell happened there?
Oh, Demis. That's so unfortunate. He was doing so well.
Yeah, it's a bit inexplicable. Let's have another look. So, nothing going on, nothing going on. Demis. Is this the same? This is the same
it's
corner?
the same corner.
Same corner as Jason.
Yes.
Oh, dear.
Oh, it's a killer, that place.
We're going to have to rename that corner, Alan.
Oh.
Car Killer or something like that.
Oh, think of something
Why is-
appropriate.
Why is Daryl in the pits for
Jeff
so
said
long?
bend.
Daryl's not even in... Is he in his pit box? Yeah, he is in his pit box. Why is he there for so long, though?
Darryl, what you doing?
He's been in there for a minute.
Oh, no.
So I don't know whether he's suffering from a punishment
Oh,
at the hands of the iRacing gods or what.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want that because I want him to do well. He's really trying hard and not finding it easy.
No.
And
That's
yeah,
not okay.
he's really trying hard, and I do admire that.
I do.
Really get their heads down and really, give it all they've got. Yeah.
Oh, I feel really bad for Demis and for Jason. That's clearly
Yes.
a corner where the weight transfer is enough to throw
Yeah.
the weight too far over the rear axle.
It's the front wheel drive, I think.
Yeah, I
It's
think
the
so
weight
as
in the
well.
front.
Yeah.
It doesn't do that in the Mazda.
Okay.
And I've also done this in a couple of rear wheel drive cars, Formula cars. It tends not to do that kind of thing.
Okay. And PVG says he did that same thing in practice. If your back wheel touches the inside of that curb, you're launched into the wall.
Yes.
Okay, thank you for that, Pete.
Yes, they certainly have been, Pete. My word. It's been a bit distressing to see, to be honest. You don't want to see our drivers smashing into walls like that. I don't like that.
No. And there's clearly a lot of liberty given by this track on that start-finish straight because there's loads of people driving on the green bit or the cyan bit, whatever you want to call that. Teal?
Well, these experienced drivers, Pete, they mark every place on the circuit where they're going to get an off track, don't they?
Yeah.
They go around and carefully gather up all the information and know exactly where they're going to be and where they need to be, or where they need to try to be anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't do that.
No. Naveed is the one to watch at the minute. He's got Pete Newman in his sights. This is the race. This is the race for technically second place because Stephen Walker is not that far ahead. He is 1.2 seconds ahead of Naveed at the moment.
They're not pulling Sam back.
No, they're
He's
not.
got that 10 seconds and he's sitting on it.
But he's only got a thimble full of fuel on board, Alan. His car weighs
Yes.
little more than a bag of sugar at the moment.
Yes. Well, yes, but he's not. It would have been worst case scenario if we'd have been losing time at this stage, wouldn't it, Pete?
Oh,
if he was
yeah.
actually
Oh, yeah.
having eked away, and he's actually maintaining his 10 seconds. Whether that will be enough is yet to be
Yeah.
seen, isn't it?
It is. Demis Titular sadly has left us. He's quit the session.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate. That was a hard hit, though.
It
Probably didn't
was.
enjoy that very much at
And
all.
he may have used his fast repair for something insignificant on his first stop.
Yeah.
Um,
And the towing is going to
yeah,
be
and the towing
monstrous
be
as well at this
massive.
stage of the game.
Yeah, absolutely right.
No, I don't blame him in a way. It's very disappointing for him because he was driving really well
Yeah. He was.
and really enjoying it because, he was in among a really good bunch of drivers and, yeah, just unfortunate.
So another car that's done a thimble full of fuel and I think it was for a reason. It's Jamie Wilson. He pitted very early, pitted on lap 8, along with Martin Shirley, who also pitted for a thimble full of fuel. So there is definitely two strategies at work at the moment, Alan.
Yes.
There's a pool of cars that pitted early for a roundabout between. I'm going to go 9 seconds to 16 seconds, right? And then there's a pool of cars that pitted. I'm going to go with laps 15 to 19, who put 20 odd seconds on the clock, as in 20. Let's have a look. 20 seconds to 25 seconds. And then.
Ooh, that's a big difference.
It is a big difference. And then this crazy idiot here, Sam Blees, who was a 14 seconder. So he is. He's doing his own thing. He's doing his own thing.
He does roll the dice. He's done it before, and he does it in good, very good spirits when it goes horribly wrong.
Yes, he does.
So, good on you, Sam, and I'm wishing you luck in your very valiant attempt to upset the odds, because you could see the way it was going. He's just trying to break it up and change it and make it better for him and his team. And
he is, yeah, and he's doing a fantastic job of it, to be fair, and he's making us think, which for me that's just cruel.
Well, I tell you, to be holding 10 seconds against a steaming Stephen Walker is mighty impressive.
Yeah. Oh, and that is Pete Newman trying to lift Stephen Walker out of a corner to get second place from him. Good effort, Pete Newman.
I wonder if is there any way that Stephen could have lost a bit of pace out of his car?
I don't think so. So
he could have done a tyre or something.
Pete Newman pitted a lot earlier, 5 laps earlier than Stephen Walker, so he's going to have less fuel on board as Naveed tries to poke his nose in there.
Well, Stephen's having to defend now, you see, and this is costing them time. It's helping Sam's gap.
Yeah, if I was any of these three, I'd be terrified by the fact that Miguel is not getting dropped. He's closing on them.
Oh, well, he's not going to get dropped, is he?
No.
He's going to keep up, no sweat. He doesn't need the toe to keep up.
I'm wondering whether he is the silent winner of this race. He's very much stalking his prey right now, in my opinion, including Sam Blees, because I can't believe that Sam Blees' 14-second stop, as in pit stop time, was enough to put enough fuel in the car to remain competitive against this. So let's have a look.
Wow, he's pulled another. You know, he's getting the Pete's giving him a help here, because this is discommoding Stephen slightly.
It is
down slightly.
He's lifting him out of the apex of the corner every so often, isn't he? And he's ruining his lines.
Yeah, just.
I mean,
so yes, tricky business, because we don't want Sam having much more than 10 seconds is a big gap. The way he's so we're depending on the fueling.
Yeah.
Don't really want to be depending on fueling.
Not so much, no. So.
Right. That's a little bit of better, but this is a dangerous group of drivers, and it's Simon.
No, that's
Jamie.
That's Wilson of Jamie. That.
Is that his second? And doing tyres as well.
Why is he doing tyres? I thought these tyres lasted for about 3 hours.
Well, they did change them. Does that mean that we're having? I mean, we do know that they've changed the composition. Don't we?
Yeah, we do. We have heard that. Let's just see if Martin Shirley does the same. No. He'd already be up on the jacks if he was changing tyres.
Absolutely.
So maybe Jamie knows something that we don't about where he is at his point in his race. And we'll never know that, obviously, until we interview him later, maybe. Right, JB, in his massive position haul, has found his usual dueling partner of Chris Needham, and he's giving him some grief at the minute. This will make JB 14 positions up from his start, which is impressive either way.
Yes, and he's going to have his chance for trying to get past Chris, because Chris is a demon defender.
Yes, he really is. Jamie Wilson is under pressure right now.
What's
from-
this green numbers mean on the timing chart, Pete? When someone's got a green number,
Green. What do you mean green number?
well, they've got some green ones.
Oh right, sorry. That is their own personal best. However, it is
Right.
not the fastest lap.
Right.
Let me
I just
show.
don't mind. I just
No.
don't.
It's a very, very
It's on
good question.
green.
If I put this column in as well, it'll explain it a bit better to you. So Stephen Walker holds the fastest lap of the race by actually
Oh,
quite
he's
a
got the
massive
purple.
margin. But if you look at Darrell down the bottom there, I shouldn't say that, but if you look at Darrell, that is his personal fastest
Yes,
lap.
it's best lap.
Yeah. So I'll remove the best lap time from our view and leave it on the last lap time, because then people can see where everybody's moving around in the
Yeah, that's
standings.
fantastic lap by him. He's
Really good.
he's
really
finding
good.
more pace, and yeah,
Who's that?
150s is a very good lap. You know,
Yeah,
Max is
JB.
155, Martin is 151. That's competitive driving.
Yeah, JB to
So,
pit
well
road.
done, mate.
No
Oh,
tyres
come
for
on,
JB.
JB, let's get this right. You're doing an absolute stormer.
And Dan Lewis has followed him through that. He's pitted the car now.
Beautiful paint job.
Oh no! Oh, I had to do a
Oh.
bit of reversige. A little bit of reversige required there.
Would be okay.
Yeah,
Got
that's
some
not
time
too
there.
bad. I remember Gary Craig at one of the tracks had taken his eye off the ball, off the screen rather, and had rolled all the way down the back of pit lane. Well, it was a giggle.
Yeah.
It was a giggle. I think you were on that broadcast.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I
funny.
thought, oh, where is he?
Yeah,
Gary,
why is he
come
not
back
in his
to
pit
us.
box? And then we saw him rolling backwards. It's funny.
I wish we would see him.
Yeah. Onion Bag Arch, Alan Toon, iRacing's Bob Harris. I don't know who Onion Bag Arch is, but they know you.
No idea. Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. Rob Sutherland, he could get 1 to 2 tyres free with the fuel. All right, so you're thinking Jamie Wilson has pulled a blinder there and got himself some free shoes at the front of his car. Okay. Nice.
So, Naveed.
Yeah. Closing yet again on Pete Newman, but not able to do anything with him. Maybe doesn't need to.
It's that wobbly
Maybe.
paint, I think. It's that wobbly paint. It's upsetting the airflow over
Well,
the
it might be, yeah. Speaking of wobbly, he never turns up, does he?
car. No, wobbly.
Let's go on
Dear
board.
me.
Let's go on board with Naveed. See what he's doing. Is he fuel saving? You would think with the sheer speed that Laura can get out of this car, Laura O'Connor, she must be watching, right? She does a great job. I think she drives, not Naveed.
Well, crikey, well, it's a talented family if that's the case, because
Yeah.
Naveed is doing a heck of a job tonight. This is as good as you can race, really.
Yeah, I don't think he is fuel saving looking at the behaviour of the car at the minute. Let's just see what he does when he's...
Hard to say if they're just lifting early.
I don't think
Oh,
he is
he's been
lifting early.
sweeping.
I think that was Pete Newman screwing up the...
Well, I mean,
the
how do you
oh no,
keep
he's
up-
gone up pit road, right, okay.
How do you keep up with somebody
I
as
know.
fast as these caps are? You know, you can't. They're too quick.
Yeah,
They're
Sam
too quick to
Blees.
muck about.
Sam Blees, your one-time race leader, has gone to pit road.
So it's hitting the fan. Now,
It
what's
is.
going to be they do new mon? Sam, what's going to happen?
The
He's
SH1T.
away. Come on.
He
he's
is away.
moving.
So
Stevens in front.
there's nobody else to really watch other than Jamie Jeffrey, who has pitted twice. Jamie Jeffrey has now got on terms with Chris Needham. Obviously, Chris Needham's racing partner was JB, but JB's pitted again. So JB's ahead of the schedule, as it were.
Yeah, well, 19th, running 19th. That's pretty good going.
It really
There's
is.
more to come for him as well.
Yeah, I think he's going to do well as long as he can stay out of trouble. And he'll be hoping that Stefan pits reasonably soon and gives him a bit of free track to race on. But
Be nice.
Stephen Walker takes over the lead of this race. Interesting to see where Sam Blees has re-emerged and how long he spent in the pits. Oh, well, that is interesting. I have to say that is interesting. I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, so it's important.
It is important, and I can't say anything. I'm going to wait
No,
till
you can't.
I'm going to wait till the second cycle of pit stops is finished, because that's not fair on Sam if I say anything. What's going on here? Chris Needham has just had to give best to Jamie Jeffrey, and so many people do because he's so fast.
Yes, but yeah, very nice, clean racing.
Yes, yeah, very nice. And these two have raced, I think, for 5 years together now. They know each other very well. Oh, Miguel has gone to pit road. So this will be interesting to see where he comes out in relation to Sambleys. This is the first of our barometers, Alan.
Right.
Where is Sam? We're going to go... Oh, Sam's going to get a huge lead now over Miguel Freitas. And I mean huge. This is going to be in mega seconds. Don't forget, he was 10.9 seconds ahead before he pitted the car for the second time. He is now going to be something north of that, I would suggest, given the fact that he's already pulling 102 metres. What is that in time? 17 seconds that's going to be, I reckon. What on earth? Anybody on the chat, because I need help, I don't know whether Alan does, on figuring out what the hell Sam Blees is doing with fuel.
Well, Sam's a mystic man.
Sam is a mystic man, yeah.
All will be revealed eventually. It'll either be a stunning triumph or a disaster normally.
Yeah, so he is, it's not 17 seconds,
Precious.
it's only 16 seconds, so he's gained another 6 on Miguel. There he is. Stephen Walker ticking off the lead lap points still at the front of the field. Naveed Hussain, 2.5 seconds. That's him in the background just there. Not that far off Stephen Walker. And Kasper Smirnov, our one-time third-place runner, is back in third place right now. Ozer's pit stop is on the same pit stop cycle as the two cars in front of him. And Alex Savillano-Ledo, who is the car behind him, and not far behind him, only 4 seconds.
Is Alex on the same fuel? Oh, so that's looking good for Alex then, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's positive for Alex Savillano-Ledo at the moment.
Simon's in 5th and running they're popping out late 148s.
Yes, he is. That's the lap time to do at the moment, apparently, according to the timing screens at least. David Ayres just done his fastest lap. Fastest lap.
Look at that, running 15th. Fantastic driving by David.
Yeah.
Fast lap and
That is actually him doing well, and I hate to say that because obviously he flashes his lights more than he should, in my opinion. But yes, that is a very nice lap. He's doing very well. He is on his first pit stop cycle, so he needs to box the car again. The car in front of him, Darrell, has already pitted. Sorry, Carl. Carl is the car in front of him. Darrell is a lap behind him, so...
There's a bunch of result cars, somebody's just gone in.
Yeah, that did confuse the snot out of me just for a second there. Right. Rene Earhart.
You know, Dave, I think the thing about David and his life passion is, you know, he's got a very responsible job. He's a very mature man. He manages these multi-million-pound budgets all day, every day.
Are you suggesting
and
that...
I suspect this is the only chance he gets to be silly.
Oh, in that case, fair enough. Well, no, I'm not going to even say that. PBG says, don't know. And I think that's in response to, what the hell is Sam Blees doing? Because I don't even know that Sam Blees knows.
He's a creative. You know what these creatives are like. You can't tell 1 minute and the next what they're going to do. They just, he'd probably just produce some magic out of thin air.
Maybe that's the case. What I do know is that...
Well, we'll find out in due course, but he's running 6th at the moment. That's not too bad.
I know. And look at Kasper. He's still rocking it. He's in third place and he's out of cycle now because there's a lot of cars on 2 stops and he's only on 1. But Pete Newman, who we're staring at now, is closing in on Rene Earhart. This is for... so Pete Newman has pitted twice and Rene is still on his first cycle. So he needs to pop some more bang juice which is Fiona's saying, which I found very funny for a very long time and
It
still
is
do.
right, it is right.
He needs some more bang juice in that Honda. Chris Needham has just entered pit road for the second time, doing a great job at the moment, holding his own there, letting Dietmar pass him and Carl, but Carl doesn't need to pit, but Dietmar does. See him moving down the order there. Don't let that fox you, folks. It's all part of the game.
So Miguel is still chasing Pete.
Miguel is
9
still
and 10.
yeah.
And J-Moon 11.
Yes, so I think that's going to come to a heady battle at some point very soon. Here is Miguel. He is closing in on Pete Newman, but not by enough at the minute. So
No, they were running very close in time, weren't they?
well, actually, Miguel was slower on the last lap by half a second than Pete Newman.
Yes, but it's a 1:49. That's an unusually slow lap.
Yeah.
That's not a standard lap for Miguel.
I think that's out of character. Right, let's have a look at the very, very front of the field. So Steve Walker has led for 3 laps. Is he going to pit this lap? Or is he going to stretch it out for longer? That in the background there is Navid.
Who's chucking out his fastest lap, so he's feeling frisky.
And this is Casper. So Casper is 9 seconds nearly behind Navid. Where he filters out is going to be exclusively to do with how long he spends in his pit box, because he still owes us a pit stop, as do all of the top 5. Back to this boy, Simon Trendle. We've skipped over Alex Savillano Lado, who's in a little bit of dead man's land.
It'd be great if Casper could have 15 minutes of fuel in his car.
Yeah, absolutely. That would do it. We have got 19 minutes of racing left, folks. So all to race for. It's been a really good one for the strategy, this, hasn't it? Because I haven't got a clue what Sam Blease is doing.
No, they've all out-thought us completely.
Yeah, no idea.
Thank heavens.
Yeah.
We want them to be smarter than us, Pete, don't we?
They only need to be smarter than me, mate. Because I'm the dumbest one in the room.
No, my dear, not at all.
Stefan has just pitted for his second and final time in that Veloster. He's away already, actually.
Come on, Stefan.
That was a splash and dash.
Don't speed in the pits, matey.
No, he's only stopped for a thimble full of fuel, and I think that's perfect for him. He's going to pick up some positions there. Might even get back to his start position, which is excellent work.
This is people don't need to realise how tiring it is. This is a long race. These guys are getting in the air for a long time.
Oh, Pete Newman on a very. Oh no, that is Rene. Is he out of fuel?
Oh, yeah, that is a very slow pit. Not got a black flag anyway. Going into the pit.
I'm not sure what was going on there, Alan. Might be a slowdown, might be out of fuel. Not really sure.
Something.
Yeah.
It was something, wasn't it, Pete?
Yeah.
It was something. It was very slow.
Because I thought
yeah.
Pete Newman was on rails there because he was so fast. Tony Walker. All right, yeah, he owes us a pit stop, but
He owes us a pit stop.
7th place.
Still fine driving.
Yeah,
Still very fine driving from Tony.
yeah, well done, T.
And we knew a time when Tony wasn't this far up the field. He wasn't in the top 10s. He was scratching and battling to try and make a name for himself and make a place in the league. And my word, has he done it?
Yep. In Spade Falls.
Yeah. Well, he's got an inspirational brother, but to live up to having Stephen as your brother, it's not easy.
Can work
he's done it
against you.
so well.
Yeah, it can work against you to sit in someone's shadow, though, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it can. That's kind of what I'm suggesting.
Yeah.
I think he's overcome that.
Oh, yeah, he's absolutely bossed it.
He's overcome it, and
He's his own driver.
Yeah, but he's found pace and some skill and determination in these last few seasons.
Oh, no.
It's been absolutely great to see.
Stefan, it's
Oh
like,
no,
it's
Steph!
like
What's
the
happening?
revenge of the pit stop. I don't know what's going on
Oh,
there.
what happened? Oh, dear.
And that's Casper, who's just joining pit road.
So, yeah, this is
Silas,
crucial.
Silas, what's going on with Stefan? Silas needs to tell us. I mean, Silas is pit.
He must
pit
have.
box knowledge.
He must have made an error on
I
his
think
first
must have
stop.
done. Must have gassed the pedal or something, because I've done that before. Just, you know, just touch the pedal, stared at
Easy.
it. It kind of is, yeah.
Could have been a stop and go.
Could have been a stop and go, to be fair. No. Neither of the times, pit lane time or stationary time, match a penalty, so...
Oh, good.
Oh, I'm reading the wrong person. Give me a minute. Still doesn't. BSTV are looking for one decent lead commentator, folks. If you know anybody.
Look at this. Casper's chasing Pete, who's chasing Tony.
Oh, yeah. This could end up being a very nice end of race. So,
Well,
Tony...
You know, Casper's got the blooming pace.
Yeah, Tony's got to pit again, but there's only like 15 minutes left. Silas says, can't tell you what's happening today. I'm not home. Oh, okay. Well, that's our inside information gone then, Alan. Well, I hope you're enjoying wherever it is you are, Silas. Hopefully you got alcohol involved, because that makes my life better, and yours, Alan. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. Here we go. We're on. This is it.
Oh.
This is the end of the journey, folks. Here we go. Fastest car on track, Alan. Who would you say that is? Top speed.
At the moment,
Top speed of anybody
top speed.
who is the
Sam.
Tony Walker.
Tony.
Tony Walker.
Really?
Yeah, 200,
Oh,
222
well
kilometres an
done.
hour. He is absolutely smashing it.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, well done to you. Right, so Simon Trendle takes over the lead of this race, but owes us a pit stop. And that is how far behind Stephen Walker is, having done his pit stop. Where is Sam Blease? I hear you ask. Right behind Stephen Walker. And I mean milliseconds behind him.
How did that happen?
I don't even know. And he's trying to overtake him now.
Oh, he's going to do it.
How is Sam Blease doing this? How is Sam Blease not needing to go to pit road with, what's that? 13 minutes to go, folks. 13 minutes. Laura O'Connor, I think you're driving the car. Navid is in pit road. And
He's been there a while. What's going on?
Yeah, oh my God, he's been there a massive amount of time. Laura, I think you may have cursed him. Laura, I'm not taking responsibility for this, Laura. I really am not. He's got a penalty.
Oh, no.
He definitely has a penalty. Where is he?
How many penalties?
I know. Where's Navid? There. Enter the pits. Where does he enter pit road? Enter pit lane. There we go. Let's have a look at this, Alan. Let's have a look at this. So he's going to do a very sharp right-hand turn, and then he's going to straighten the car up. And he's going to enter pit road. Okay. That looks fine.
That looks fine.
That looks fine.
There was nothing to see there, was there?
No, he's still in pit road now. He's been in there 2 minutes.
Oh, this is not good for the lad. It's
all of that
after
is
such a
normal.
fine drive,
That's 100.
You don't want to see that.
100% normality, that. Not popped up for tyres, not made any mistakes. Honestly, Laura, I don't know. You're his team boss.
Disappointed for the lad, I know that.
Yeah, me too. He was on to
After
a
such
top...
a fantastic drive, he's been driving brilliantly.
That could have been a top 3, if not a win. You don't know.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Well, a podium in any of these races is so hard to get.
Yeah, so championship leader Stephen Walker is race leader.
Leading.
Yeah, and absolutely thrown it through these corners. I am absolutely bemused. I cannot be more confused by whatever is going on in Sam Blease's car. Somebody's going to say, it's obvious. But if it is, then I don't know what it is. Do you, Alan?
No.
No.
I've not got a clue, but We've been baffled by Sam before, so I'm not surprised entirely, to be honest.
No, my God, is what I'm going to say to this. This is Jamie Jeffrey. Oh, my, jeez, good grief. Overtaking Carl Hardy.
God, I bet he got his pie right in his up his nose.
Yeah. Oh, so funny. Right, so that's Jamie Jeffrey on a mega recovery drive. He's only 4 places now, south of where he started, which is brilliant given the fact that he was last, and I mean last at one point, apart from Pete Van Gogh, who didn't actually start.
Got another. But we get these gritty, determined drives, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
I like to see it.
And you'll excuse the favouritism in my next sentence. Come on, Casper, come on.
Now, what's that? Stefan just coming out of the pit.
I think it was, yeah, and he's a lap down, sadly. Oh
He
no,
gets his points though, doesn't
he does. Oh, that's wide. That's pretty wide. Oh, have we had a driver's shame? No, we haven't. But I think we're due one. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, he's already done it. I think he's already done it. Jamie Jeffrey's been in for a driver's shame.
Oh. Well, he's had some rear end damage that would have stacked you up some points. Wasn't his fault.
Yeah, that was definitely a 4-pointer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
When you're getting them 4 at a time, it's they soon tot up.
Yeah. Right, so come on, Casper.
Well, Casper's trying to get hold of Pete.
Yeah. Oh, what's...
Pete's trying to defend and...
Oh, no. Oh, you're joking. Naveed Hussain has been stung by the iRacing gods. He's got some sort of glitch in pit road.
Oh, no.
I'm not joking, he's on the chat.
Not a technical.
Yes.
Oh, that's so unfair.
Oh, you're joking.
Oh, that just burned.
Oh.
You don't want that to happen to a driver. Goodness me, that just...
Do you know what, Alan?
Jesus me right off that.
Yes.
When that happens, you know, after all that effort, all that work, all that trying. Well, you have
So
my
annoying.
sympathy. You do really.
And do you know what?
You didn't deserve that, matey. You didn't at all.
I
Oh,
blame Laura.
well, I think it's a blameless situation. We're all innocent.
I obviously don't blame Laura. That's absolute trash.
Yes,
Oh.
it's cobblers. We don't like that. We don't approve.
I'm very sorry, Naveed. I don't know what
Yeah.
I can do to make that any
So
better.
Alan's seal of disgust.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't-
Oh my God! What? Why is? Oh no! What? Why is Miguel in again? Oh no, that is his scheduled stop. Right. Okay, I'll shut up. Okay.
No, well, Miguel was just behind Pete.
He was.
So is he?
Past tense being the terminology.
Yes.
Oh, I feel that's really annoyed me. That with Naveed. That,
Yeah, that's
oh.
it's not good. It's not.
No, that's just that. Oh, that's like the end,
Never mind
end of the
that.
season last season. Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Oh, look.
Pete needs to calm down, folks. Pete Bingham needs to calm down. Princess Pete needs to be calm. It's not happening right now, though. Right, okay.
Here you go.
Somebody
Feeling
needs...
better now.
The Dalai Lama needs to be in this room right now. Like, right now.
He will calm me down.
Yeah, he would. Right, come on, Casper.
Well, this is ridiculous. Pete's my mate, so I can't shout for Casper.
Well, I'm going to shout for Casper. You shout for Pete.
You can shout
Yeah.
for Casper, and I'll shout for Pete.
Yeah. Go on, Casper!
Come on, Pete.
Get it done. Take him out. No, I never said that.
No. Oh,
Oh, oh dear.
that
felt-
was my teeth. That was good.
Well, that was my testicles. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I've got some of that good cream.
I do, yeah. Oh dear.
Oh, Chris,
I
what are you
know.
doing? Hanging? Oh, he's doing his.
He's meditating. He's
transcendental
levitating.
meditation.
Yeah, he's levitating. Yeah. Right. So that's
Wait, you weren't surprised. Did you forget to turn them off?
maybe
Chris.
that's his third stop though. So there's no crashing or anything, so he's just pitting.
Oh,
Yeah, don't know about that. But that
well. Is he
puts.
still on the jacks?
No, he's on his way now.
Oh, thank heavens.
Yep. Right,
Thought
so
maybe he got up there and forgot.
this is definitely the battle to watch, and in my opinion, Alan, without predicting the end of the race situation, Casper is going to get my driver of the meeting vote if he remains where he is or better, because this has been very mature. Obviously, we give all credit to his girlfriend, but for me, this is such a mature, sensible drive. He is, just so the folks at home understand the situation, Casper has an I rating of 3.6k, which I know when you're league racing you can't necessarily use I rating to establish somebody's capability. When you look down at somebody like, when I say down, we have to in this race, Jamie Jeffrey has 1.9k of I rating, but Casper today in an 80-minute race has raced between Pete Newman at 5.9k, so let's call that 6,000. Sam Blee's just in front of him at 6,800. Behind him he's got Alex Savillano-Ledo at 5,000 and Simon Trendle behind him at 5,700, nearly 5,800. So for me, Casper is racing out of his skin today.
Yes, but I think this is actually his skin.
Yeah. This really is skin.
It's his skin, and he's going to be in the professional rank next season.
Has
and we
to
won't
be.
be surprised to see him there.
Yeah.
And he'll be blue, and it'll be a sea of blue. But Casper Smirnov will definitely be featuring. He will, because this is a talented young man.
Very much so, yeah. And he's such a nice
it's
guy.
not just his craft, his racecraft is fantastic.
All right, let's just.
So mature and so skillful for such a young driver.
I am suspicious of Sam Blees and his amount of fuel on board.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
You don't think he's going to run out of petrol, do you?
I need to see what he does at the end of any straight. This being one of them.
He's only got the last 4 minutes, well, even less now. It's coming up to. So
That doesn't look like he's fuel saving very much at all. So how has he managed to do such short pit stops? And more to the point, how on earth has Stephen Walker managed to get ahead of him, given the fact that he was in the pit stop? Oh no, he wasn't. Pete's been stupid.
yeah.
Oh, Pete's been dumb. Right, okay. I know that's not a surprise, right? Hang on. Let me find this.
I'm sure you haven't.
I really have. So, look at that. That is how many seconds they were stationary during their final stop. Stephen Walker has absolutely mashed Sam Blees by 6 seconds. And Pete didn't spot it. So Pete's the idiot.
Well, that's how he got in front.
Yes, it is. Because
at
he's...
least you need to be able to sleep tonight.
Well, yeah, because Stephen Walker is only 1 second ahead. That's what 1 second looks like. So these are on matching strategies, really. But in their last pit stop round, they are 6 seconds apart. Oh, my brain hurts, Alan. This is more than my brain can cope with.
Well, they've cast their bread upon the water.
Yes, they have.
And now they're gathering up the crumbs.
Yes, they are. And David Ayres, flashy himself, because we don't have any more Matt Elmore, is just done his fastest lap of his own lap times. So 1:49.9.
49.9.
Very nice, actually.
49
That's
lap.
nice. I like that.
That's fantastic. Lap, David. 49.9. Is that his first 49?
Let me have a look. David Ayres. Yes. Well done.
I'd be happy with that. Who wouldn't? That's fantastic.
Yeah, he's tracking
when
down.
you do that, when you get from a 50 to a 49, it's such a good feeling.
Yeah. Just to break that
when you
threshold.
take that whole second
Yeah.
off, yeah, it really is.
Right.
Oh, I'm thrilled for you.
I
David.
think we may well be.
He's lost the place to Mr. Lewis.
He has, but he's trying to get it back at the minute. I think we may be on last lap. We are on last lap.
Oh, goodness me. Last lap already.
Yes. We've just taken the white flag. I'll just try and prove it by looking at carts in the 7th position, which is Big Mig. I'll try going on nose cam and seeing if that gives us a view of the flagman, Barney. Should be on the right. Oh, it'll be on the left. Damn it, we can't see it. Sugar. Right, okay. I think we are on last lap. So Stephen Walker, at the minute, is absolutely bossing this race, Alan.
Yeah, well, it doesn't surprise me because his pace was absolutely sensational early in the race.
It was. And he's obviously managed to save fuel along the pace.
How he does that while he's going so quickly is just the magic of his feet, I'm afraid.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Sorry. This is happening. This is happening. Oh, my God, Casper. I've never been so proud. So he's actually got that position away from Pete Newman. We'll watch that later, right? We'll watch that as a replay later because Stephen Walker is approaching the final corner, or penultimate series of corners, in this race. Oh no! Oh my God! Sorry, we're gonna have to watch this. Sorry, Stephen. Sorry, this is ruining your day. This is ruining your day. This is side by side for 3rd place. So sorry, Stephen Walker. Sorry, Sam Blees. I don't care anymore. This is it. Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh, goodness me. What racing.
Alan, give me my blood pressure pills, quick!
Oh,
Oh, Pete Newman has just about managed to save that.
wow.
Oh my God! Oh, dearie me.
Fantastic stuff there.
Oh,
Well, guys, that was some race.
where's
Oh,
Miguel? Where's
blooming
Miguel? I thought Miguel would be higher up in this at the end.
Yes, well, it's a firm, strong top 10 position.
Yes. Yeah.
It is.
It
And
is.
to be honest, that, he's had to work for that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm delighted to see Tony Walker there in 8th.
I know.
Just
Well,
behind him.
that's a brilliant drive. That is a brilliant drive, Tony Walker.
Absolutely. I think that's tremendous. Really do.
You've done well there, mate. Jamie Wilson has come across the line in 11th. And given,
Oh, well done, Jamie.
yeah, and given the fact that he was some way down earlier on,
Carl's
that's
12. Yeah,
excellent.
Carl's done 12 as well. That's another good drive.
I thought there Carl had pulled
Goodness
up before the
me.
line. JB Dijoux, up 13 positions from your start position. Congratulations to you.
Fantastic drive.
Yeah, well done, JB. Spectacular performance. We're only waiting for Jura Larkinen.
Come on, Jorah, bring her home.
Here he comes. That's the last turn. Oh, sorry, that's the last right-hand turn. They got the little
He
chicane
got
thing.
round there without excruciating his gonads as well.
Well,
which is nice.
absolutely, absolutely. Well done to everybody. That was, honestly, that was a brilliant race. PVG says thanks for the amazing broadcast. Not sure what he was watching. A patch on my wounded night of not being able to race. Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Ah,
Good to see you, Pete.
yeah, I feel
Good to
robbed.
see you. Would have had fun out there tonight, matey.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Never mind, Bonnie lad.
Yeah. Oh dear, I'm exhausted, Alan. That was brilliant.
Yeah, well, I just think how the drivers must feel, Pete.
I don't
That
care
was
about them. Don't
There's
care.
no let up in that. Was there? That
No.
was just fantastic
Oh,
driving.
dear. Funny.
Fantastic racing. This circuit has got it, you see. You've got room and you've got opportunities to pass, and you've got these extended side-by-side mind-bending battles.
Yeah. I think the interviews are going to be quite interesting, and we will try and keep everybody to 5 minutes. Stephen Walker was your race winner, folks, for Hydra Race Geodesic Racing White. He won by 2.46 in the end, sorry. Seconds over Sam Blees for the sister team of Hydra Race Geodesic Racing. Third and final step on the podium, but when I say only just, I mean only just.
Oh, hold on. Where's Casper?
Oh no, where is Casper? What?
He's got a penalty.
He's got a penalty for incidents. Oh, no
Oh,
way. Oh, you're
oh,
joking. Right, okay. Oh, no way. Right, okay, that's really... Oh, I want to
that's
cry.
that's a
I
kick
want to
in the
cry.
nuts.
That's not
Yeah, never
that's not
mind,
even
Pete.
fair. But anyway, right, Pete Newman, third step of the podium position for Pete Newman for Result X Pure Sims. Alex Savlano Lado ends up with fourth place for TRL Racing Forces.
Great
Thanks.
drive by Alex.
It was brilliant, actually. When you consider all things, he started fifth and he finished fourth.
Fourth.
Yes.
And much telling in between those 2 points. Let me tell you,
Yeah, moving
much to do.
moving only one position forward over the course of 80 minutes, but oh my god, what happened in the middle? That was immense. Simon Trendle fifth for Team Chimera, Miguel Freitas sixth for Impulse Racing, seventh was Tony Walker, and first of the AM class for Hydro Race Racing Forces, Rene Earhart eighth for Cutting Corny TCR team. That is a nice result for Rene. He's
Yes,
struggled
indeed.
in previous races actually, and this is good. This is more where we're used to seeing him.
Top
Alan.
10 finish, and yeah, back to where he's comfortable. And you've got to have the pace though, Pete, to
Yeah,
be there. And
yeah.
he's shown the pace tonight.
Absolutely.
In
Yeah.
difficult situations as well. It's tough racing tonight.
And from absolute motherless last to ninth place for Jamie Jeffrey for Coupes and Convertibles Racing. What a great recovery drive from you. That is worthy of so much respect. And then Casper, thank God you at least got a podium position in your class. For Casper Smirnoff for Apex 1 there, third in class, 10th on track. Jamie Wilson finished 11th for Team Chimera. Carl Hardy finished 12th, and that was after doing his tyres, Alan. Carl Hardy finished 12th for Result X Pure Sims with JB Deju. Well done to you. Up 13 positions. Is it still 13? Yeah, 13 positions for BSTV. Martin Shirley, 14th for RD Simsport. Dietmar Hoos, 15th for Cutting Corny TCR team. And then Jura Larkinen, 16th for Hydro Race Racing Forces. Chris Needham finished 17th for Airsmart Racing with the first of our AM class drivers, David Ayres. Flashy himself for Safeguard by Result in 18th overall. Daniel Lewis, second in class, 19th on track for SRL. Stefan finished 20th after an additional pit stop. And I still don't realise why, and neither does Silas. In 20th for VTS Esports. Max Novanchani 21st and third in class for himself because he is a privateer. Daryl Wright 22nd, Safeguard by Result. 23rd was Chris Needham for Work Guard by Result. Naveed Hussain was 24th after having technical issues in the pit stop, which I don't understand, but I really want to strangle somebody. Not Naveed or Laura. Demis Tigjalar, 25th after crashing in the same way as 26th Kylie Haddington for Airsmart Racing, and then
Yes,
PVG.
they were identical crashes, weren't they?
Yeah, shocking, really. But PVG managed to do a lap after realising he had to do a lap in order to score points in 27th and last tonight due to issues.
Yes, very unfortunate. Demis and Jason tonight. That was very unfortunate. Those crashes. They were wicked and horrible, and didn't like to see them at all.
No.
They have my commiserations, chaps. Honestly, yeah. They were vicious.
Really was, actually. And there was talk about how many incident points you would pick up potentially at the start of the race, before the race even started, because they are quite cruel at this track in terms of off tracks. Let's try and find a camera that's nearest to the car. I think we'll go with this one, and we will bring in, for very obvious reasons, our race winner. He's the luckiest man on the planet with the luckiest underpants on the planet, and he's been in Star Wars. Stephen Lucky Wookie Walker. Good evening.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello. So,
Congratulations, Stephen.
yeah,
Cheers, Alan. Thank you.
you smashed that, really, didn't you? You pulled the car, even though you weren't the fastest in practice. I think you were sandbagging, right? Because I've been watching you. And that little laugh there that everybody just heard suggests that you were.
No.
No, you were.
Not at all.
That's a lie. Anyway, you flag to flag the endurance race here at Magny-Cours. I want to know, is it because you absolutely love the track, want to marry it and have its children, or is it because you strategized your way to a fantastic victory? That's a new word I've made up, but who cares? Don't care.
I want to say it was all done on strategy, but I genuinely, it was all done on luck.
Oh my God, Alan, kick him out of the room.
So in the practice, I didn't really do a qualifying run. That was my quickest lap on race fuel. But I was just warming up. I didn't want to drive too much, especially because obviously we had a long endurance race to do. I was expecting Naveed to go. I was expecting Naveed to get pole because he'd done the quickest like qualifying pace laps, and like I thought I could get close to it if I hooked one up, but I wasn't expecting to do it. And I actually my pole lap could have been almost 2 attempts quicker. I just messed up the second, the second one with the big curb and the big slowdown risk. I messed that up and it cost me. But I'd nailed the rest. It was almost perfect apart from that. It would have been a point, I reckon a low 0.5, because there's no guarantee I would have done this last sector the same if I'd gone through it in a different way, if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
I would like I say, I was still expecting Naveed to get close or beat that. But then I got a terrible start. Sam went between both Naveed and me. Because I can't start these cars, and doesn't matter what I do now. I just go backwards. Yes, in the official, Carl got a better launch than me. He was
Right. Okay.
I think I was second, and he was third or fourth, and he was ahead of me nearly as we went around the two left corners before you go into the long straight. But yeah, it was going fine. I thought, oh well, we'll just sit here. I was like, I'll just save a bit of fuel behind Naveed and Sam, and we'll all stick together. And then both Naveed and I got a slowdown. That let Casper through on me, but not Naveed. And then I think we both got another slowdown. Or did we get? I can't remember. I think overall I had 4 in the entire race. But basically,
Wow.
I was behind. Well, I think I just got the one actually. Yeah, and then we managed to. Casper managed to get in front of me, and then Sam and Naveed ended up pulling away, and I thought, oh, it'll be fine. Casper's got good pace by the looks of it. I'll just sit, save fuel. And then as soon as I saw the other guys pulling away, I was like, I really need to be passed if I can do it. And
Yeah.
it was proper sendy. So, but Casper's the same. So and he did try to get the good undercut, and I thought he'd managed it. And I was like, I need to get this really. I didn't want, obviously I wasn't going to be aggressive and take him out, but I needed to be maybe a bit more forceful than I normally would, just because I could see Sam and Naveed just driving off.
Yeah, they were
And I knew I had
disappearing from
pace.
you, weren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, I knew I had the pace to be with them. So as soon as I got clear air, I just got my head down, did a couple of laps, got the gap, and then Sam changed his strategy, and so it just left me in clean air. Well, I think when I came out of my pit stop, I was just in front of either Miguel or Pete. I think it was Pete, wasn't it?
It was Pete. Yeah.
Yeah, because if I'd come out behind them, I wouldn't. I don't think I would have won this race, because obviously they're good races, and it's not like they're slow. So I'd have had to then try and overtake them if I could. Like, it was a big if, so I really needed to get out in front of them. I'm glad I did. I underfueled only by a litre, but it was enough to make that happen, so that was good. Then I was pulling a gap, and then I got a slowdown. I pulled another gap, then I got another slowdown. I was like, this is doing my head in. All the while I can see I got the gap down front to Sam down to like 8.2 or 8.3.
Yeah, we
from
were looking
10.
at it. Yeah.
Oh,
And
goodness.
and then by the time I got the 2 slowdowns, it was back up to 10. I was like, oh my god.
How did
And
you end
then,
up doing just a 10-second stationary in that last pit stop, though?
I don't know. I only took 15 litres. I didn't take any out because I needed to make sure that I could.
Yeah, yeah. I was just
Um,
listening to what you were saying. I was like, well, how have you managed to underfuel No, not underfuel.
It was
That's the
only
wrong
by a
term.
litre. So
Yeah.
literally in that first stint, I think I came out of the pits instead of the full 35. I think I came out with like just about 30. It was just inside 34.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a lot, but it was just enough to get the car going
Right.
a little bit sooner because I came in behind Naveed and came out in front of him,
Okay.
which I wasn't expecting to do either. So I just got my head down. I was like, the only thing I can do now is just try and go quicker than the laps that Sam was doing in the clean air that he had, and I was going. Sometimes it was 3/10, sometimes it was 1/10, sometimes it was 4/10. I know that he made. I think he said he had 2 laps where he basically lost a second per lap. That basically meant that when I came out, we were right together. Otherwise, he would have still been. I would have come out behind him basically, and then we would have a good fight.
Had a bite, yeah.
Yeah, even so, it's still really close. Like it's not like he was going slowly, was it? So
No, not at all. Slowly. None of these guys seem to go slowly.
no, exactly. It's a lot of. I feel genuinely, I'm a bit poorly. You might be able to tell, but
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
racing driver excuse coming out. So I
You
feel
don't need one,
really
Stephen.
knackered. Like it was a bit of a scruffy race, but I'm happy that I won. The car felt fantastic. Like, my pace overall was good when I wasn't like doing stupid mistakes. We should have had a 1, 2, 3 in 3 different cars, but Naveed, when he pitted, I think he forgot to untick his tyres.
No, I don't think it was anything to do with tyres. His car didn't. Oh, hang on.
Yeah,
Right.
so I think he's done it, and then he's unticked it, and then it's still kept in there. I think
Yes.
or something. Something's
Sorry,
happened along those lines.
I've just triggered on what it is that he said in the chat, which was what's he actually said? Weird pit lane glitch. I've heard of somebody else. It's only just reminded me when you said that there. If you enter your pit box and you've not yet popped up on your tyres and you turn your tyres off, I think there is a glitch at the minute which holds you in your box for a ridiculous amount of time. Beyond the amount of time it would take you to change your tyres anyway.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's why he was sat there
Yeah.
suffering.
So me and Alan were just like, come on, get on the track. But yeah, okay. I've only just realised that that's what it is. I'm going to ask you to do something else. Yeah.
That was torture for Naveed. Goodness.
It
Yeah, I
is.
feel for him because he was having a good race as well.
He was having a brilliant race.
Yeah. There's been so many good drives tonight. So many people have swum absolutely brilliantly. It's been
Yeah,
delight.
I was just checking the results.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's
I'm
been
going to
a
ask
good
you to
race.
do me a favour. So Casper in the chat has said, is there any way to remove his penalty? I'm going to ask you and the fellowship to review whatever happened in the last 3 corners of the race with Casper. So he was on for a 4th, and the iRacing gods have penalised him for whatever reason. I don't know what it is yet. I've not even looked.
I presume
he's gone off
by
track,
the-
hasn't he? And gained another.
he's got the
incident.
slowdown, and you can't get rid of the slowdown before the start-finish line. So the game penalises you. What?
Oh, has it
30
smashed
or
him on
40
that?
seconds?
Yeah, on the chicane. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got you.
I think that's what's happened.
Well, if other people have suffered with that throughout the race and you were one of them, then the answer to his question is going to be a big fat no. But I'll let you just have a quick look at it and message me privately. And if that's the case, then he's getting his penalty. So tough titties.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Well, yeah, but I think it's fair
that-
enough to appeal it and have a look at it.
it is absolutely right.
It's a tremendous
yeah.
race the lad had done, and
Yeah.
even if you don't get it, Naveed, Casper, we know how well you drove tonight.
Too right.
And we're thrilled with your performance tonight, and
Yeah.
that
Yeah, he
doesn't
drove
take
really
anything
well.
away from it.
I couldn't to try and get past him. I tried it at the hairpin, but he's great. Really, I think he should be a pro.
Yes. Well, we'll be
looking
seeing
at
that
it.
next season, I suspect, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his pace is really good. Plus, like he's a tough racer. So I was struggling to find a way, and after his tyres went, he just struggled on one corner, and that's the only corner that I could get an advantage on, and even attempt an overtake because I couldn't get close enough to. I wasn't confident enough in the hairpin to do like the world's biggest send.
Tell you, mate,
Yeah.
it took somebody as good as you, Stephen, to get by him.
Yeah.
Well, it was
It's
a
as
little
simple
bit
as
of
that.
just chuck it at the apex and just hope that, like, he tried to, like, did what I would have done and tried to get the undercut, and I was like, oh, it's not worked. I was half trying to block pass, but I just, obviously where I was in the car, it just wasn't going to work. So I'm just, in the end, I'm glad I managed to get it done, because that's another thing that if I hadn't have got past him, I wouldn't have made the gap up and things like that. So overall, yeah, I'm really happy. It was a good race. It looked like it was a good race. I'm looking forward to watching it back. Obviously, you guys do a tremendous job.
Thank you very much. That's high praise from our current reigning champion and obviously race winner this evening. We will see him again at Sandown. Is there any thanks or shout outs you want to make before we let you go from this particular broadcast?
Yeah, obviously, again, just to you guys putting on the show. Big turnout again. Endurance race. Not everyone likes endurance races, so it's good to see a big grid for that as well. The rest of my teammates, Sam was on it as well. He just got 2 slowdowns at the end that made it look a bit better than it actually was for me. Like, he would have been no more than a second behind me if he hadn't got those slowdowns. My brother had a good race, I think.
He
Yes,
did.
he had a tremendous race.
7th.
Yeah, T
He
finished
did. It was
7th.
fantastic.
Yeah, JB as well. Just everyone. It was a good race. Just the rest of the guys. I don't want to say back markers, that's harsh, but the people that we were coming through, everyone just let off and did it in a sensible manner. So it was just good fun, good all round racing.
It
from
was
what I
good,
could
clean
see.
racing, wasn't it? And everybody was flat out and going for it. It was brilliant to watch. And thank you very much, Stephen.
Yeah.
And
No
well done
worries.
for tonight, matey.
Gracias.
Yeah, gracias and well said, Alan. We'll see you next time. Luckiest man alive, apparently. Stephen, Lucky Wookie Walker. We'll see you next week.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Right, next in, we're going to bring in... I'm going to bring in... I'm going to bring in Casper Smirnoff.
Yes, come on, bring
Yeah,
Casper in. Let's
So, well, hang
dry
on.
his tears,
I
for
know.
heaven's sake.
We'll dry them for him.
Look, I'm going rusty here.
Yeah, I know. Good evening and welcome to the booth, Casper Smirnoff.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, he sounds dejected.
Dejected young man, but
So,
he shouldn't be. He shouldn't be dejected.
So that you are aware, I have asked the Fellowship, which is a group of racers in this league, to review the last bit of the racing and assess your penalty, because we have assumed that you have ended up with a slowdown penalty at the end of the race and not been able to serve it before the start-finish line.
Yeah, it was slow down.
Yeah, and it's taken you literally from 4th place to 10th place overall in the standings. So wait on it. The chances are that they will say that the iRacing gods have smoked you down, which is obviously a sad thing to happen, because that would have put you on exactly... oh no, you would have only been on... Oh, hang on a minute, I'm going to have to find you now. Where are you, Casper?
Before.
You would have only had 3 incident points the entire race, I think.
Yeah.
Or something to that
No,
tune.
no,
how many
no.
did you have? How many?
10.
10. Oh, that shows how bad SDK is, folks. Don't trust SDK is the lesson from today. But yeah, you wouldn't have incurred any penalty, but you did incur a slowdown. So we will let the Fellowship have a little review of it. They will speak to me later, and I will mete out my own judgment. It will be my decision, because I am God in this situation. In no other ways in life am I
We've got
anybody's
compassion
God.
for you. We've got
Exactly.
compassion for
Yeah,
you,
yeah, we
Casper.
do. We do.
We understand the situation,
Yeah.
but the rules will stand. But that this is a bit harsh, and you don't deserve that penalty. After a
Thank you,
performance
guys.
like that,
Yeah.
you don't deserve that penalty.
So
We wouldn't do this for many, but that was a hell of a race you put in there, young man.
it certainly was. That was spectacular. You've already got my vote for driver of the meeting, because you absolutely ruined the Pro Series by inserting yourself in there and rocking around in 3rd or 4th place for the entire race. You gave Pete Newman the scare of his life because he honestly is convinced, I think, that he's I'm top 3 here. Who the hell is this in the black and white car? What the hell is that? Get this guy away from me. He's not even got blue number boards. What's this? And there comes Casper like, excuse me, coming through. Just absolutely smashing them to pieces. I mean, that was some kind of racing. And obviously, it's your girlfriend that gets all the credit for being your race manager. But you did all right. You did okay.
Yeah.
She did brilliantly. You did okay. What were the standout moments for you?
Overtake on Steven.
Yes, we saw that.
Yeah,
We were very happy about that. That was good. Yeah. There was some
It was
I
lucky,
made.
to be honest, because they
Yeah.
were just white, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I love
I
that.
think
so.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Room for a little one.
It was very exciting watching though.
It was great.
Casper, let me tell you, it was very exciting
Yeah.
racing
And
so
second-
clean, mate. How did you find the room? We had so many
Oh,
and,
tight situations.
and my second highlight would be that overtake on Pete.
oh, at the
because
end.
It was 3:10.
Oh, that was so good. That was so
I
good.
was 3:10 behind him.
You may have on the broadcast. You may hear clapping, right? Because I'm completely neutral. That wasn't me. I don't know who it was. There was some clapping going on. Wasn't me. So, but
Do you
yeah,
have any
that was
animals?
brilliant.
Because that may be them.
Right, okay. Yeah. You honestly tonight you've raced brilliantly. You've been the entertainment factor of the evening. So if the fellowship determine actually he's taken the same penalty as everybody else has taken multiple times during the race and it still stands, you need to appreciate that your racing tonight was absolutely exemplary. That was probably one of the best performances I've seen from anybody for many seasons. Fantastic racing, great overtaking, great car position because you kept Stephen behind you for about 16 hours, 17 hours, something like that.
Well, just superb defending against one of the best overtakers in iRacing.
Yeah,
Steven
he
certainly
is.
is that.
He really is
He
that.
really is that. You know,
And to be honest, I was not defending like hell. I was like, okay, Steven is faster. I can let him go, but he has to just overtake me.
Yeah.
absolutely. No, and
you're-
he will be the first to agree with you.
Yeah, and you will find somewhere in this broadcast, Alan says he's just like Nigel Mansell. He makes his car 10 times wider than it actually is just by positioning his car on the track. You've done brilliantly tonight. You should be very, very proud.
Comparing me to Nigel is something else, but thank you.
It wasn't me that did it. It was all Alan. All Alan. That was. Do you
It was the way
remember?
you were driving.
It was
It
great.
reminded me of him because he used to do that so elegantly.
Absolutely.
Just be in the way. And you were doing
Yeah.
it so beautifully and so legally and clean as you like. And yeah, you should be proud of yourself. I think the league should be proud of you as well.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. Such a good addition to this league. Anybody you want to shout out to? Obviously, your team boss, your girlfriend, and
My whole team, to be honest, because they were watching.
Yeah, fantastic.
Right. Brilliant. Okay, excellent. Anybody else you want to have a shout out to?
I don't know. Maybe my
Got
parents,
compulsory.
because
Got compulsory.
they always ask how race went.
Right. Okay. Well, hopefully tonight she'll say absolutely brilliantly. It's been a pleasure to watch you racing. It's been great having you in the booth yet again, and you were so entertaining tonight. Watch the broadcast back because you feature in it more than any other car, I pretty much think. Fantastic racing tonight. Casper Smirnoff, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Well done, matey.
What a great guy. What a
Yeah.
fantastic guy.
Lovely young man.
Right, next into the booth is Alex Sevillano Lado.
Yes,
Good evening.
Another fine
Hey.
drive.
Good evening, guys.
Yeah.
evening.
So, very accomplished, very polished. You ended up, were you fourth in the end?
Yeah, with Casper's
Yeah.
penalty.
Well, yeah. we've asked for a little review of that, as you're probably aware. To be honest, I think it'll come out with he exceeded the track limits, he got to slow down, oh dear, and therefore he takes his penalty. So, just
Well, I don't know what he offered to you guys, but I don't know if you know, but in Spain we have really good food and beer. So just saying,
yeah,
I can
okay.
counter offer, you know.
Yeah. There's a counter offer
I'm
in
very
there.
fond of Spanish food.
I
and beer,
am.
as it
I do.
happens.
Yeah.
It's about as far as my Spanish goes,
Yeah, I love
ordering
that.
food and beer.
Yeah, I like tapas. Yeah, tapas is good. I'm good with the food. I could leave the beer behind.
Cafe Solo.
Yeah. Yeah, you again were one of the most featured drivers. You had a bit of an issue at the start, right?
Yeah.
Talk us through that, because there was so much going on. We couldn't. I don't think we went back and reviewed what happened to you. We reviewed what happened to Jamie Jeffrey. We reviewed what happened to Chris Needham. We reviewed a few others. We didn't get back to yours because you actually recovered quite quickly and didn't lose that many places, but enough to take you out of the top 3, as it were.
Yeah. I mean, I was involved in the Jamie Jeffrey. It was Jamie
Yeah.
Jeffrey and me, but yeah, basically I got a pretty good start. Like I knew I would jump Pete Newman. Honestly, I knew I should have been P2 in quali. Just didn't get a slipstream, and yeah, that's it.
Yep.
I think I should have been P2, but anyways, I was just gonna take it easy in any case, because yeah, it was an endurance race. But I got a good start, and I knew like, okay, I'll be ahead of Pete in like turn 1, turn 2, whatever it is, like, you know. So I was just chilling. I was just, you know, like, okay, good start, let's go. And as soon as I said to my teammates, well, guys, it's long race, take it easy, first couple corners, cold tires. And as soon as I was saying tires, I spin. I was like, what the? Like, I was sideways. I was, what? And yeah, basically, Jamie got like, I had a good start and I was confident, but Jamie had a mega good start.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And I just never expected the car there. So yeah, I don't know if I heard 3 wide and I ignored it, or I don't know. I was not
No,
aware
I
of
don't
the
think
3
so.
wide.
No.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything, and I just thought there was like a car and a half of distance, like between Pete and myself. So I just took the corner as I would usually, you know, with that kind of margin.
Yep.
And then yeah, next thing I know, I'm sideways.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I have no idea what happened, to be honest. I'm sorry for Jamie because he had a mega start, and yeah, he ended up with the rear wing broken and the trunk open, so that
Yeah.
sucks for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was also kind of a risky move, to be honest. But,
Yeah, we could see his weekly shopping because his boot lid was bouncing up and down. But other than that, yeah, it was a very eventful race, but very entertaining. And you know, after that, you showed your absolute panache and capability of moving through a field. You ended up finishing the race physically. Obviously, not where the results show you. The results show you in 4th, up 1 position. Physically, you started and finished in 5th. I think the story would have been very, very different had you not been involved in that piece at the start. I think that was the definition of your race. But your recovery drive was very entertaining to watch. We had great fun watching you making your way through the field. Anybody you want to shout out to before we let you go and start practicing for Sandown next week?
Well, yeah, of course, Alan and you, Pete. Yeah, you're always amazing in the broadcast. Simability, like last week, because I always forget at V8s and I barely race V8s, so I'll just do it in the TCR. But yeah, Simability, they're great guys. And yeah, my teammates, Jura, he was back this week and he said he would be probably for the rest of the season.
Oh,
So
good.
that's really good news.
He did
Yeah,
well.
was,
He did very well. He was 16th, 16th. I'm gonna go
16th, yeah.
16th. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he just bought the track, so he didn't know the track. It was a new track for him. He's relatively new to iRacing, so yeah, I think he enjoys a lot racing with us, and he's super happy with the results he gets. Yeah, it's really nice to have him in the team. He's a really nice guy to talk to, and yeah, he's progressing quite quickly, and it's good to see. But yeah, so Yura, Demis, poor Demis, he lost control. I think he had an accident first, and then he lost control.
He did. He succumbed to the same incident as Jason Haddington, which is where you get a kick up on turn number. I'm going to go with 12. and it fires you off into the infield. It's a common one, and yes, sadly he succumbed to that.
2 identical crashes.
They
You
were-
probably see it on the replay.
you
They were
couldn't-
identical.
You couldn't get them more similar, could you, Alan? They were on the
No.
same tyre tracks and everything. It was bizarre. But
Yeah,
what
not
the
nice. It was horrible to see. They were
Yeah.
both horrible crashes. You don't want to see people crashing like
No,
that.
you don't.
It's very upsetting. But,
Absolutely.
yeah. But you drove brilliantly tonight, Alex, again, and it was a pleasure to watch you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it
Thank you.
was.
And next week, you guys might have a surprise from Racing Forces.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, I'll just leave it on that. It's
leave it there. Leave it there. Save it.
yeah, you're gonna
Save
freak
it.
out if it happens. You won't believe your eyes. But
Okay. Right.
yep, just that basically. And congrats to Tony also. Again, top 10.
Yes.
He's
Yeah,
in men's.
Fantastic. Yeah, thrilled
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna, he's going to get my driver of the night.
Is he?
Oh,
Oh, wow. Right.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'll,
Nice.
I'll kick him for that. Yeah. Okay.
And,
So,
But,
yeah.
thank you guys.
No, not at all. Thank you. And for the people at home, they need to realise that Alex does so much for BSTV in terms of the social media side of things. TikTok, you know, all the little snippet videos that everybody's contributing to. Is doing fantastic work in the background. How many views did that thing get this week? It was something obscene, like 3,200, didn't it?
Really?
11,000 actually, I think.
Oh, really?
11,000.
11,000. Oh, my dear Gideon.
Goodness me. That's
so-
fantastic.
400 likes.
400 likes. So everybody needs to bow repeatedly and prostrate themselves in front of Alex, because he is doing fantastic things for BSTV leagues, and I worship him for it. I've not been great on responding to him on chats recently because I've been so busy with work, but he is such a wonderful addition to the BSTV community. I cannot thank him enough. Alex Savlano Lado, everybody.
Thank you guys. Have a great
Well
night.
done. Well done, mate. Yeah, he did well. He's been driving well these last 3 weeks. I've really enjoyed his racing. These last 3 weeks. he's
Very
been
clean,
really
very professional, puts his
Yeah.
car in all the right places. And then
swift.
last into the booth this evening is Chris Dixon. Good evening.
Yay!
Yay!
Good evening.
Evening.
Good evening, Chris.
Yeah.
Well done.
I enjoyed that, apart from the
Yeah.
last pit stop.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah,
well, we
need
saw
to-
you hanging there in mid-air meditating.
Yeah, we saw you levitating and meditating. It was why?
Pass.
Oh, okay.
I went in for fuel, the splash and dash, and
Yeah.
it was saying I needed about 10 litres, but I'd worked it out at about 11, so I put 12 in.
Yeah.
I was stationary for about 12 seconds, pulled out the pits, and it says, you've got 1 litre of fuel left.
What?
Oh.
So I had to total round, and I
Oh,
ran out
forgot to-
towards the end,
Yeah.
and rolled into the pits
Ah.
and refueled again. So,
Right.
but if that hadn't
Oh, would-
happened, I was about 5 seconds behind Max, and
Yep.
we would have had a good race to the end, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
no, because you were driving well, Chris. You were driving well tonight, matey.
Yeah, just steady away.
Yeah, and the lone work guard gunman, because obviously we had Andrew Littler and we
And he's
suspect
in the cabin.
we-
Andy's in the cabin.
Yeah.
And,
He's AWOL at work, isn't he? And,
Yeah.
he's banging the drum in Sheffield.
Yes.
yeah, she's off on her jolly.
Sheffield Steelers, I think it is. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
Yeah,
Sheffield
it is.
Steelers, yeah. She goes and bangs the drum for them.
Yeah, she does.
I'm percussionist.
But Andrew was trying to convince me all night that there was more than just him in the cabin, and trying to vote for probably you for driver of the meeting. We're going to have to cast his vote out based on favouritism, because he can't evidence the fact that there's more than just him in the cabin. But yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, you featured quite a lot this evening. Your pit stop is not the only one that went a bit weird. So Naveed also had a very strange pit stop where he glitched
I
out.
heard.
Yeah, when you there's a thing where if you cancel your tires whilst you're in your pit box or just approaching it, it still gives
takes
you the full
longer.
time. Yeah. It's annoying as hell, and I had forgotten about it until he mentioned it on the chat. And yeah, we don't need that in the world. I don't need that in my life. But you've done a fantastic job tonight. It must have. Hopefully, it was very entertaining for you and enjoyable, because that's why everybody should turn up and race. That's why everybody should turn up and watch. To be honest, it has to be enjoyable,
definitely.
right?
Yeah, we had a good race at the beginning. I got a good start again.
Yeah.
Seemed to be doing well with the starts. And got a few of them on the start. And going into turn 1, it was like, oh, and then I think it was Jason behind me nearly lost it. And then we had a good battle for a few laps. I got in front of Darryl and had a good battle with Max and Darryl. And then so I made a mistake in the hairpin and they got past. And then Jason again nearly hit the back of me going into the next complex after the hairpin. And I don't know how he saved it. He looked like I could see the back of his car. The next thing, he pulled it back round and he's behind me again. So,
Right,
yeah,
fair
it
enough.
was
Yeah,
fun.
score.
Then he disappeared. I don't know where he disappeared to.
Okay.
He got eaten by the track, and
He
very
did.
unfortunate crash. Very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not nice, and yeah, he wiped his car out.
Yeah.
Not good.
Well,
He just seemed to. He was about 2 seconds behind us, and then he just disappeared. So
Yeah, horrible. There was 2 of them tonight. You'll see it on the replay, no doubt.
yeah, I'll have a look. And
yeah.
so yeah, pretty happy with me 0x.
Oh, what?
0x! Oh,
Yeah.
you
You
did
are
it! You finally
kidding.
done it! Oh, congratulations, mate.
Especially on that 80-minute race. It was,
Yeah,
fantastic.
that's memorable. That is.
No, I wasn't holding back neither. I mean,
No, you were racing hard.
well, I was doing 52s originally, and I wanted to get in the 50s. And I got there was about 3 laps I got down into 50s. The rest were 51s and 52s.
Well, 50 was a blooming good time. 150 was a cracking time. It was. Even there was only a couple of people with 47s. The rest of them were in the 48s. So you were
47's just like ridiculous.
yeah, there was only 2 all night, I think. A couple.
2 or 3, there was.
Yeah. But, there was a lot of 48. So if you were getting into the 50s, mate, you were, these, what they're like. They're bumming quick. So if you can do 150s, you should be delighted with that.
Without a doubt,
decent amount of time, and that would win your races actually. If you're doing official races, those kinds of lap times will win your race.
Yeah, I'll have to do some more officials, I think.
My silence at your 0x speaks volumes. That's very impressive on Magny-Cours, because it has.
Impressive anywhere
Well,
around here. It's a miracle.
To be fair, I don't
Because
think
people have suffered with that tonight. A lot of people have suffered with off tracks, haven't they? It's caused some pain tonight.
the only person that I think may have got a 0x race is Martin Shirley, but I'm not convinced. I don't trust SDK. But yeah, very, very impressive. Anybody you want to have a shout out to before we let you go, Chris?
Just the general yourselves for putting it on, everyone for watching, and all the lads for racing. It wouldn't happen without any of us. So just thanks to everyone.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, very, very magnanimous of you, and we appreciate that. Chris Dixon, everybody.
Yeah, thanks.
Well
Good
done,
night, guys.
Good night, me dear.
Right then.
Wow.
So, Alan, oh, gee whiz. That was some kind of race. We'll wait and see
It
what
was.
happens with the decision of the fellowship for Casper, but I do
If we're doing
fear...
things by ours, can't we give half a shout out for JB?
Oh, without a doubt.
Can we give him half a shout out each so he can get a point?
I think maybe... Hang on, just... If you listen carefully, Alan, can you hear the cabin shouting for JB?
Oh, I can hear them.
Oh,
well, that's great, because I really think he deserves it.
yeah, I think JB just got a point from the cabin.
Fantastic.
And you know what? I can justify that, because Andrew Little is a lying little sod, because he said that there was other people in the cabin with him when there wasn't. So that's fine. JB gets a vote. And my vote is going to Casper.
You're going to Casper.
Yeah, I'm going to Casper. Casper, where's Casper? There. And your vote is going to T.
Yeah, absolutely.
T.
there were just three outstanding,
Yeah,
weren't they?
they were
just,
great. Yeah, they were
they
great.
absolutely showed themselves in their best light, and I'm thrilled for them, and I'm thrilled for the way they've represented themselves in the race, and
Very
well done.
impressive.
Well done indeed.
Yeah, very clean, very polished, very professional. You can't argue with any of that. That was excellent. I didn't get anybody's names wrong tonight, which is stunning.
Goodness me, it
I
was
know.
good job sitting down.
But opposite, absolutely, and plied with whiskey as well. You know, we've got a few other people that are joining the league but haven't raced yet, and a few people that have signed up now, but they want to race next season, which is fine. So the league is still very healthy. I have to
Yes.
say that tonight was the reason that we do feature races, because I didn't have a clue what was going on at all. I don't understand why people had short pit stops, and I still don't even now. And I'm sat here thinking, why did Sam not run out of fuel? There's so many questions that remain unanswered for me as a personal human who's too stupid to figure it out. I will thank everybody that has watched tonight, everybody that raced tonight. Your contributions on the chat were brilliant, by the way. Keep more of that, please, every week. Thanks to the people that joined us in the interviews. We always like speaking to the racers, especially Casper, because he's hilarious. And I will thank Alan for putting up with me. We've run on a little bit, but not as much as normal. So hopefully that's okay. And I will see you all next week. We are at Sandown for a sprint feature race as normal. And stay safe, everybody. Love you all. And over to Alan.
Yes. Well, thank you, Pete, for your hard work tonight. You did great. And thank you, everybody in the chat, for turning up and supporting us in our endeavours. The guys have really turned it on for us tonight. I'm proud of them all. Really am. They've raced so hard, and they try so hard to keep it clean and be gentlemen on the track. And I'm very proud of them all. See you next week. Big chord.